mamma sucina tu bisi tu manciru bisa bisa itu simunu crichu ansido bulaku temu simbutu cipu vanto katicha suruh manira sinu krambayu sitashina fatu sema sha sha semu kranshulu sa sa suchima nuruchu bilikati sano kuratu sa 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 suruchi dipatu si
Thanks everyone, we'll see you tomorrow. Great stream, loved it. Bye bye, good night. A new star in heaven tonight.
Zinoso kribu laturu pochimano suru andi manichu varofakiso menu komi menu baci paru miso sinchu crancuno misyununi baturi maso.
Thank you.
Bodega Jones, thank you for the tip. Very kind of you, very, very slick.
Thank you.
Thank you, came all the way from China. Came all the way from China. China. Sampoti,
Twisted.
Please be careful. It looks like there's a piece of meat or something on the ground. Was that you? In the toilet downstairs. It reeks.
Welcome to the stream.
Crazy little guy. Crazy little guys. Crazy little guys.
Also care for the soul of the girl whose life I have taken.
Calamini's there again, and it looks like him.
For the meaning, I can't stop loving you.
I'm on the phone with every studio at night.
Look at the state of that. How is the framework of society currently fixed to accommodate scenes like this, Tom?
Well, quite frankly, it just isn't.
Rumor has it he got here by stabbing someone!
Whoa. Okay, I want to see an instant replay. Do that again now. Whoa.
Over a religious dispute! We got a katana in the back pocket anyway, Pat. We'll fucking make hands of the cunt. You can move. Extra power.
Zu Chilbera.
Perhaps the most surreal installment of this truly troubling and thought-provoking collection. And it's not like I don't remember that sick room either.
Nobody move, please.
It's nothing to be afraid of.
We have some gnomes.
I can't actually believe it. I love the gnomes. I love them to bits.
Your rhetoric will smother you if you're not careful.
The apple of my eye! Beefnut's poster now is the apple of my eye. If anything were to happen to that...
I've just seen a little fella trying to get into your house there.
What?
He's in your room, maybe.
Give him a good fucking kicking. That was the last time he'll
The
ever
other thing
do
that's
that.
interesting is this machine is priced very affordably.
What's a sort of street price? What's a sort of street price? What's a sort of street price?
$4,900.
Pretty good deal if you ask me.
Pretty good deal indeed. Beautiful stuff.
Did someone just drop a bomb on this shit? Because that stuff was a blast.
Hello. How are we getting on there? What's the story? Thank you very much for tuning in, people there. Acoustic Abuse. Living Zombie, how are you? Gamer Guy. What's the story with ya?
What is the story Wichita lineman for the county of Mayo? And now we're back into this. A sweet, sweet piece of beef. Beefworks. A brand new nightclub that's going to be opening soon in Balladureen. It sounds like it's going to be a cracker, jacker, lular situation. Still on line 1, says Laundry Hamper. I don't believe that. Am I still online? Am I still on the phone there, Tom?
Did someone just drop a bomb on this shit? Because that
Not to
stuff
my
was a
knowledge.
blast.
I couldn't hear it myself, to be honest.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm not on Tom's line, says Antonio. So somebody out there is telling porcupines. Maybe Laundry Hamper. Maybe it was a different sort of line 1 you were talking about. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was some kind of fucking weird side-angled rhetoric.
Your rhetoric will smother you if you're not careful.
Not my words, the words of the grumpy man in the studio. I hope he's okay now. It was probably the 70s or the 80s, so probably is maybe gone, but you never know. Maud gone too long. He could be still in the realm of the living
be
sphere.
careful.
Please be careful. Auxiliary Phoenix, thank you very much there for that kind-hearted and sweet little gesture. What I'm hoping for here is an immense ending to this absolute speed powerball Resident Evil stream. And we've got a nap room. There's going to be no time for a nap right now. Lunar Sky. Thank you very much there. I hope you're getting on well. Love the stream edit, says Auxiliary Phoenix. Look, that was done a long time ago. That's from fucking January or February or whatever it was. Probably didn't premiere until a month ago. Or I need to fucking pull the finger out and get something made on that collates the absolute excitement and positivity and pure pace and power of the last few streams that have been going on for the last month, but I just felt as though Silent Evil 3 had a lot of bits and pieces going on. Let's just get into this nap room first and foremost.
You can shove it up your fucking hole.
Let's take that down a notch or two, and let's go for this nap room log. Nap room log. It's nappy time. Watch out. Better not Is high fiber Pat still missing? Says the Peak. Look, that's none of my business. I've been interviewed. The guards haven't been in touch yet, but it's fucking fine. There's people that need to just let things go, okay? I've seen people asking questions about it in the off season. It's just not right, okay? Some of you have too many questions, and none of you have enough answers. I don't want. It's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the fucking thing. I can't afford to get taken off my game here. I'm about to read the nap room log. You're trying to accuse me of murder. Thank you very much there, Maud Gone Too Long. Very, very kind of you there. And look, hasn't even been found yet. It's not even a murder if there is no body. Let's do a world record here. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radiation. Thank you very, very much there for that absolute indelible tip. It's a 1, 2, 3. Let's get going here.
Is this a bad
Nap
thing for
room
kids to be
log.
playing this, or is there a good
No
side to
time
it?
for any napping now. What was this now? Sorry, Kieran Bruce. Yeah, there's some great but sad video of Glenn Campbell in those last few years enjoying his music and forgetting it was grim. Come on, Kieran. Fucking forget about that. We don't want the grim here. I'm about to read the nap room log, and you're chatting about fucking Glenn Campbell in his last few years. It looks grim. That's not funny. No one's laughing at that. You're more than welcome to the stream, Kieran. But we need to forget about people's grim last moments. For God's sake. Nap room, thank you very much there, Ninja Toast. Bit of fucking positivity, yeah?
Francis, I think you need to just chill out here. You're radiating a very, very abrasive and aggressive tone and demeanor. It's not nice. It's meant to be a cheerful stream where we plow through, we get a speed run done. It's a world record attempt. You're getting thrown off your game here, and you're taking it out on the webcam. And then there's people watching that webcam. It's not right. I'm still here.
Great stuff, Tom. The Tom has spoken. Thank you very much, Ninja Toast. Francis and Tom, would you mind wishing this April Fool a happy birthday message? Bless you. Happy birthday there to Ninja Toast. And I hope you're having a fucking great, great birthday.
That idea that came from Malthus.
The idea of great birthdays, which was indeed birthed by that crazy little guy, Malthus, who had a big fat sack of Maltesers one night, and then he had a sore tooth, and then came up with a plan to wipe out humanity. Thank you. In order to fucking save it, in order to save humanity. It's not a bad deal. Thank you very much there, Gnome Gnomes as well. Let's get going here. Come on to fuck. Come on. Nap room log. It's a 18545 Toby Jackson. A 18545 Toby Jackson. A 18545 Toby Jackson. A 18545. I said 18545. Entered 0344. Left at 7.5 hours. What a shit sleep that was. I feel sorry for those people in this situation who are only getting what? That's to 4, 5, 6, or 7. That's 4 hours sleep. That's not great. Not good at all. You need to get at least 7. I know people have different varying fucking numbers, okay? I'm not saying 7's optimal. I'm saying you need it. You need it. And everyone must fuck off and wait until you've had that. If you don't get that, you're looking at probably the onset of a lot of fucking dangerous stuff coming your way in the future. That's all I need to say. Thank you very much there, Bag of Malthusers. Was just tipped 1 there. Thank you very much for that. Couldn't be me, says Sky Pipes. People what? People not getting 7. Maybe you're getting more, is it? Any fans of the 6er? Ask Jason. Jason, 6 is not great. You need that extra 7. The 7 is the magic. And then I would say 7's the bare minimum. Then you need to move into the 8 and the 9 realm. Okay? Okay? We have that sorted. I'm not a fan of these streams are ruining the schedule, says someone. There's always the video you can watch afterwards. Always the video you can watch afterwards. Remember that. One 18546. Sarah Takahashi. Entered 451, left 708. 18547. Walt Page. Entered 1203, left 1336. That's rubbish. That really is a nap. I suppose these are nap times, not particularly a full sleep log. I'm not gonna read all this shit. Anthony White, Cyril Archer, Desmond Locke, bit of indigestion, and Wayne Lee, who had no exit time for the sleep. Maybe he never woke up. Hopefully he did, though. Hopefully he did. It's a 5-9-7 situation, and we're looking forward to it. Big time. Lovely, lovely dumps. Thank you very much there. Unknown gnomes. There are gnome gnomes, and there are things we know. We also gnome. There are gnome unknowns. That is to say, we gnome. There are some things we do not know. But there are also unknown unknowns. The ones we gnome, we don't gnome. Thank you very much there. The other Rage, who's just after chimping 3 of the best chimps towards me there. And I'm wondering whether or not it's too hyperactive. It's too obnoxious. There's too many loud sounds. It's not great. It's not pleasurable. It's not even very nice to have to even contemplate
Authorized
something or watching
staff
it.
only beyond this point. Guests must refrain from entering.
Space Lad, thank you very much for that. And it is annoying. It's obnoxious. It just puts people right off. Stupid noises and sounds. The same fucking sounds over and over again. And then if that's
he seems
not
to know
enough,
his way around the block.
Larry Maggot, thank you very, very much, Larry Maggot. If that's not enough,
he seems to know his way.
The streamer himself replicating the very same noises which were pissing people off. I can't really fucking account for what's going on right now. But all I know is there's a little girl in here and she's turned into a fucking zombie. And I can't remember her actually turning into a zombie in the end of Resi 2 original. So I've a good feeling that she's gonna be grand, but she has been poisoned. In fact, I don't remember her even being poisoned, is what I'm trying to say about that. Main shaft. We can't go through the main shaft. We have to approach through. Let's see, make sure we've got this saved. 38 standard lab rep reception. Yeah. Cool. Javits Center, New York, 28th of June, 1994. Ireland 0, Norway 0. You've just signed a non-disclosure agreement and been handed a pack of Epsom Premium Glossy A4 photo paper with a lovely little picture of a puffin on the box. Thanks very much for the tip there, Larry. Look at this.
We also know there are known unknowns. That is to say, we know there's some things we do not know.
Thank you very, very much there. Joey the Lips, ladies and gentlemen. I think here now we can put away this herb there. That's rubbish. That's absolutely rubbish. We can put that there as well. It's not going to help the cause at all. We can volunteer the knight into the box there. And then we can place this red herb back in there as well. And maybe this... No, we'll keep that. And we'll keep that even though we have 5 bullets for it. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe, no. Yeah. This one here. And then... Fuck it. That one maybe? No? Any other rounds for that? Fuck it, we'll just go with it. Go with the flow. It's sound. Now we'll volunteer our way through the lab here. Hopefully we don't come up against any umbrella volunteers. A lot of fucking volunteers around this place, but I tell you, they're not volunteering for nothing. There's a lot of money in it. Sorry, generally, sometimes you get scared even though you know what's coming. Yeah, they're not volunteering for nothing. There's a lot of money in it. Sorry, generally, sometimes. And that was that. Thank you very much, Sakuba 2017. I did fucking get scared even though I knew what was coming. I didn't realize they were that fast to get to the door. So let's slide that open again and backtrack. Real waste of bullage. And what about the knife? Can we volunteer the knife? We put it in the box. Okay. He's done. He's done for the night anyway. He's knocked off. That's his shift over with. What have we got here? Another pile. I can hear them. I can't see them. Schult. Thank you very much, Schult. God. Let's just leave them to it. Something inside that.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of
God. Let's just leave them to it. Something inside that.
Please enjoy our tasty selection of
Lovely stuff. Too low on the mic.
Too low on the mic. I don't know why. I think I turned it down for the singing when I was doing my singing.
Your rhetoric will smother you if you're not careful.
That was a double rhetoric.
Your rhetoric will smother you if you're not careful.
I've just turned the mic up there. Although there were some people there saying it was grand. Maybe it was during the action moments you couldn't hear fucking shit. There we go. Lovely selection box of bullets there that had all the hallmarks of a wonderful Christmas, encapsulated in chocolate notes inside a plastic tray. And I just thought there maybe with 3D printing, now people can go and just make their chocolate tray molds for chocolate, and then obviously you'd have to make your own chocolate. I've got an idea. How about fucking getting a load of cheap chocolate? What about this? I'll play and talk. Cheap, maybe not cheap, just something that's little, but it's not the shittest, but it's mid-range. Whatever their range is, they have like a fucking fancy range called Gross. Or Grossman or something. Yeah, get that, yeah. Melt it down. 3D print my own fucking tray. And then create an extravagant selection box of chocolates for Christmas, for the Christmas market. Could fucking work. I mean, people would do it, man. People would probably buy that. And but have I got the drive to survive, the drive to succeed? Great stuff that we can see someone's arm popping through the door there. Did you see the hawk attacking people on the news? I didn't. Location, where and when? Bonsai, thank you very much for letting me know about that. Sounds good. Does anybody die? Is it bleak, or can we laugh at it?
Not good.
Is it a new clip? Is it a new clip? It's not something from 5 years ago that people have just realised is good and are watching it again. Are we allowed to laugh, or is it cancelable? Are we allowed to laugh, or is it cancelable? I'm just gonna keep repeating until I get the right answers. STV news: old boy gets bloody live. Oh, so his blood is drawn. That's not great, is it? On my part, if I want to laugh at it,
He seems
not great for me. Not great for the stream. You know, we need people who have got through a scrape and haven't had a traumatic time. These are the criteria we need to fulfill if we're to laugh at stuff. The other Jeff. Thank you very much there for the cheese and beans. And none other than McRibs as well. Our beautiful, succulent, juicy McRibs. People are now saying he had his eye stolen. I'm afraid we cannot watch that on the stream. Unless we watch it without laughing. I can already hear your reaction there. You don't think that's gonna happen, huh? I know you cheeky cunts, huh? But let's leave him. And people are already making jokes there about that, and I'm not gonna go into that. Look, it is what it is, and that's sad that's what happened. But I'm intrigued now. Hawk, how did it happen as part of like a wildlife situation? You know, where animals you shouldn't ever work with animals. Was it one of those where they had like a heraldry book with a fucking gauntlet, and then just the fucking bird went balubas? Was it one of those? Was it a demonstration? There's always something funny about, even if it's bad, it's the fact that an animal has been coerced and subdued into an thank you very much, Caravaggio. Coerced and subdued into an unnatural environment and or situation, and then they go balubas. That there's an element of you get what you give out of that, but at the same time, it's such a fresh situation, i.e. today or yesterday, that it would not be great to really look at it for the purposes of entertainment value. It was on the news. Does that make it better? What if we just look at the news and say, we're watching the news and it's a serious stream now? It's educational, and we need to make sure that this sort of stuff doesn't happen in the future, or at least if we are aware of it, we're raising awareness, and we're making everybody aware of the situation so that they can deal with the problems again in the future. Tom.
Well, I'm not sure. You're walking a tightrope right there, because at the end of the day, a man did get attacked by a hawk. It's not like something we're just having a stream here. Somebody's mentioned it in the chat. What about the speedrun? How's this going to jeopardize the speedrun?
Well, I don't think it will, Tom. We've got it on pause, and Jackie's just after tipping there. Look, we're raising awareness. That's what the stream is about. We're not a news stream.
We've got to keep your eyes open and watch your ass.
Thank you very much, Brap Zanigan there. Francis, I was working in a tiny village called Fimber in East Yorkshire the last day, and the main tourist attraction is a vintage computer museum some mad lad has made in his barn. Google Jim Austin computer shed. I will do indeed. Just let me have a little bit of time with these cons here in the fucking lab first. Give me 5 minutes with these first before I start going into the YouTubes. And it's news to me, Pat. Thanks very much for the tip there, Tupo. But remember, actually, Tom, didn't you go to a fucking computer museum in Germany?
I didn't. I tried. I was meant to go there. Anguish Panda, thank you very much.
How about you?
Very, very kind of you. And
He
I
seems
was
to know his way.
meant to go there, but it was closed the day of, you see, so I ended up going to the coal museum. It was a museum of coal, and I had a great time in the museum of coal.
Was Helmut Kohl there? Former German Chancellor of the 90s.
He wasn't.
It would have been funny if he was there, though.
It would have been, yeah.
Will you ever go back?
I'm not sure about it now. I can't even remember what part. It was definitely in the northwest in Rheinsfallia region, maybe somewhere not too far from Cologne.
Thank you, Paul Mischkel. Thank you very much. Flood is spotted in the chat. He must have heard of the Gamer Guy incident. We'll erase that because I think Gamer Guy is there and it was just a joke. But I think some people might want to perpetuate the joke and make a thing about it. But I don't want to discourage any new viewers who may be thinking, oh, I'm not going to say anything in case he takes the piss. Because I'd never heard of Gamer Guy until yesterday. And that's what piqued my interest. Was that there was a new voice. And not only was it new voice, there was a lot of messages as well. So very confident. But then the confidence was the undoing because the recommendation of a safe to crack was nothing but a piece of false info. And there he is there, Gamer Guy. Look, I want to salute you for having the absolute stones to throw your head above the parapet, even though there's fucking fire. You're in the firing line, and no matter what. And when the speed run is on, look, all bets are off. I'm out of control. Thank you very much there to Shafay Cross Richard Gere, the collab nobody asked for, but the collab that everybody is going to get this year at some stage. I heard Richard Gere is the spit of stew. So it says this guy, minus the hair, the facial expressions are identical, as if he could get any more sensual. So that's somebody who's got a lot of love for stew, and it goes beyond, it transcends the technical and the computational, and moves into the realm of romance. But as I was saying, when we're doing these speed runs, I'm out of control. Thank you. Thank you very much there, Brap Zanigan. Speedrun allowing. Here are some links, including when he was featured on the BBC. Great stuff. Good stuff. And I can trust the one that goes https ... www.youtube.com/. I don't need to run them through a fucking link checker. So this is the message going forward. Don't be discouraged from, if it's a YouTube link, I'm pretty certain I don't have to run. Am I wrong in saying that? Any tech lords out there? I can read that link and I can quite clearly see it starts with that right fucking beginning bit, and that's fine. But as for https www.computermuseum.org.uk, even though it /main.html, even though it looks reasonable, I'm unfamiliar with it, and I can't associate it with a big conglomerate company. So therefore, that's one link that would have to be put through the ringing machine. But if people have suggestions of fucking videos, and more to the point, videos where you've put in the little time, you've given me the time link URL, okay? That's great. That's great news on a YouTube video for me. Not great news if it's some sort of thing, but that isn't to say, I'm saying this, but I must caveat it with, that isn't to say I'm just going to instantly fucking watch the fucking thing. Right now it's speedrun time, but if I ever got a little Rolodex of links, then by the time it comes to watch some rubbish, then you never know. That's something that could be explored. You don't want to click a dodgy phone lad link, says the other Jeff. And Don't Ask Me says there's potential for it to be unlisted on their own channel, but that's an elaborate setup. Oh, yeah. Fucking great news there. That's great news. So there, you've just actually I take back everything I've said, because what if it's an unlisted link, and you've got a video up there of, and that's all I need to say. It could be just anything. What if it's you? What if it's that video of a man getting attacked by a hawk and there's blood everywhere? There you go. So I'm never gonna, don't fucking send me any links. What a waste of 5 minutes that was. Thanks for the tip though. Return to game. Although Brap Zenigan, your name has been noted in my fake notebook in my mind as someone who is reasonably trustworthy insofar as the recent times are concerned. That's not to say that some other bad, misaligned actor has adopted your name in attempt to fucking hoodwink me into clicking a link, hoodlinked. And then I click the link and it's somebody's balls, or some hawk has attacked a fucking old man and stolen his eye.
This should come in handy.
We've got an electric chip. That's brilliant stuff. And now we've got this thing here. We need to... the OSS. What's that about? We all know about them, don't we? The preceder, the precursor to the CIA. The Office of Strategic Services, or something or other. That's what the CIA was before the CIA even existed. I think it came out of World War II, Spec Ops. Lads across the sea. Maybe they ended up fucking doing stay-behind jobs, working for fucking Papa NATO and the boys. Doing some crazy, crazy work. Disrupting the situation in Europe and making sure that it wasn't going to fall to the communists. Through various sort of badness as well. We've got a high voltage condenser which we can put on the Spark Shot, but I tell you something, got the Spark Shot yesterday, had fun with it for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes, for even one minute of fun, threw it in the bin afterwards. Waste of skin, I can tell you that.
Wastes of skin.
Where am I going here? We've got everything we need. We need to put that modulator into the yoke there. We can't get through there. Access denied. Unless we check out our little thing. We combine that with that. That's a lovely little ID wristband. Run the fuck away. We can't get through there. Access denied. Unless we check out our little thing. We combine that with that.
Just goes to
That's a
show
lovely
you.
little ID wristband. Run the fuck away.
Just goes to show you, you need to keep your wits about you.
You really do. And this cunt here, he's going to get one of the best inside the cabbage patch. Oh. And the light, I don't know if the green screen is going to work properly now tonight, because the fucking main light that I have usually up there isn't shining down on me, so it's fucking not great, to be honest with you. But the microphone, the microphone has been too low. The camera is too dark. All sorts of shit is going on here at the moment, and it sounds like someone's just relentlessly dropping turds, but it's not. It's somebody eating another person. Jesus. I wonder, is it worth killing these? I will fucking leave it. We will leave it. Game's a little bit too loud, says the Peak. Thanks for letting me know there. The game is too loud, says the Peak, but I'm looking at my levels and I think it's fine. Let's wait and see until we've... But then again, maybe it's my microphone. We go through this same rigmarole, don't we, every fucking stream. I would raise the mic a bit. Okay, that's a reasonably fair suggestion. Suggestion there. Fair suggestion. Now it's hitting the reds, but I mean, fuck it. 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I think that's all right. Bang. Thank you. Brap Zanigan, very, very kind of you there. Now, I know a lot of people are probably wondering, why, oh why, are you not just playing the fucking game? You're talking shite. Let's get it going. And far be it from me to question your vigilance and commitment to not seeing random internet genitalia / avian assaults. Perhaps just Googling Jim Austin computer sheds and going from there is a safer route. Well, that is great, because what we've there is a development. A development, people. A safe development where... What about a suggestion where the top link, or the link that you know is going to be the first fucking result in Google, just give me the keywords. Give me the keywords. I get your link. Everybody's happy. Might not be perfect, but at least it gives us a fucking code. We can chat to each other through the Da Vinci Code. Simple stuff. Very simple stuff. And it needn't be Google either. Could just be YouTube search term for the title, or even just 2 words that you know is gonna fucking bring up that title, Pat. Rosetta Stoned.
You can shove her up your fucking hole.
Game on. We're in here. We're inside the reception. What did we get for our troubles the last day? We got more needles for the spark shot.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested by Chief
Dr. Lee. That's done, Ski. We don't have any more round skis for that. We do actually have 43 of them in the sumptuous box here. But what we will do is reload our... No, well, we'll fucking put that knife in there, and maybe put those in there, and then get that. High-grade gunpowder. Boom. Spark shot. Boom. Put them in there. Put your... what else are you got there? You put your gunpowder that you got there inside the box as well. We'll mix that up to a nice little situation. Needle cartridges, I'll have that. Twisted, thank you very much there. Kaylee, very, very kind of you, Kaylee. I hope you're doing well and enjoying this absolutely beastly speedrun, which has so far had no hiccups and no speed bumps. And the gunpowder I forgot to take out. Won't take out the tool, we'll leave that there.
East area.
Village divided over Hawk's future after horror attacks, says Bonsai. What we will do is... Sorry, it's the wrong button. The right one. I have 3 gunpowders there. I have the gunpowder normal, I have the high grade, and then I have the big large. Alright, so what's the best course of action vis-a-vis the gunpowder, lads, there? Just high grade with the large. Combine that with that. That's going to create submachine gun. Is it? No, that'll create grenade launcher. Yeah, fuck it. You can't go wrong with a bit of grenade launcher stuff. And then we'll combine that with the spark shot. Stick a few needles in it. Wish you could just combine ammo with the gun in your inventory. It's just not there. I suppose it would be a bit too... Looks like a Ghostbusters situation. It's got a fucking iPhone mount on it as well. Turn your iPhone into a flip-up HUD screen. That's loaded and ready to Jessup. Maybe we put our... maybe put that away. Stick that away. Put the flame rounds away. Put that away. What's that for? Your 45? Might be time to fucking bring the 45 out of retirement, so, because we've got a nice little bit of ammunition for it. Where is it? It's the SLS. It's 9mm. Tell me I've lost that gun. Oh, quick draw. There it is. Thank you. Fuck me, man. Very confused. Why is this so much more confusing than Leon's run? Lunar Sky, thank you very, very much. Their type, Flamstead Hawk Attack, caught on camera in YouTube. It's a 25-second video by ITV. Watch it off stream and judge if it's viable for the stream or not. Okay, cool. Well, we can finally put a bullet in this. I'm going to watch it and judge, as said there, if this is a viable clip, and then we can see. Because we actually don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Is this a bad thing for kids to be playing this, or is there a good side to it?
I'm just going to have a look now on the off-screen season. Let's route the sound through our... Oh, we don't have that. I'll have to just play through this. Okay, Flamstead Hawk Attack caught on camera. Flamstead Hawk Attack caught on camera. Okay, somebody's saying that viable was not the right word to use, but we move on. Well, that's you who's actually said that. Okay, well, no, I think it was the right. It was. What would have been the right? Are you on about morally or ethically or? What about this though? Hertfordshire village terrorized by dive bombing hawk. Now, you sent me a link to a YouTube short. Is that it? It seems to be a YouTube short. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of fucking YouTube short. And I'm not having a go at you, but I just don't like vertical videos. But everybody seems to be okay with them. Why is that? Why is that? I know. Obviously people are saying, oh yeah, because it means you don't have to turn your phone around. Then you can see all that. But it's not. Maybe people are just they've never known. Well, that's not right. I was going to say they've never known good aspect ratio. They've only known that. Thank you. It's just handier to scroll, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just having a look. Wait a sec. 1st of April 2025. That's today. So is this a fucking April Fool? This is an April Fool, isn't it? You crazy bastards. This never happened. You bastards. I'm gonna watch.
It went very...
The problem is it doesn't capture the... It's perfect April Fool material, right? Because the capture doesn't capture the actual attack. The hawk moves fast. And then all we see is an elderly man with a bloodied head. But the thing is, why I don't think it's an April Fool is because usually there's a more ridiculous outcome to the situation, whereas this just seems sad, you know, that a man got attacked and he has blood on his head. So I don't think so. And another thing where I don't like about this YouTube Shorts situation is, where is the date and time and description and comments? And then I click on, you can't even tell when that was uploaded. It says it on the video burnt in. Then I look and it says fucking comments. Oh, so there's 5 comments on it. Even more bizarre, lads. Like, why is people telling me about this video and then it's not even being watched that many times? 61 likes, 8 comments. And the comments are, he's clearly more concerned with his 5 seconds of fame than other people. Don't know who you're on about, the person filming or the man itself. Well, I tell you something. I was hoping for a little bit more than this regarding the fucking what was it? The Hertfordshire village hawk.
In this idyllic village, there is an unexpected menace. The great man-hating hawk of Flamstead, Hertfordshire.
All right.
Around 30 men have been biffed on the head in the past few weeks.
Also, it's a running thing. It's a running situation. This bird keeps on attacking people.
Now we're on the hunt for the hawk, using these photos as a guide. Our robust health and safety procedures mean that I've been told that I have to wear one of these for my own protection while in the village.
Right, he's put on a helmet. Okay, look, we'll move on. We'll fucking move on. Chaffee Cross Richard gear. The other thing is, I have well and truly, I started with such a real heavy energy blast, and things have, the detour has taken me off the fucking energy blast. Tom?
Yep, you need to get back to it. You need to get back to the energy blast. I don't know how you're going to do it.
Thank you very much, Shafi Cross Richard Gear. Here's the Gearmeister doing his best. Shafi, smile, and you sent me a link after me telling you not to fucking send links. Send Google. Send Google things. Tom?
Send Google things.
Great stuff. I am very, very confused here with what's going on. My overlay bomb, did someone just drop a bomb on this? Isn't there? The dump valves are. I'm very, very confused now. See, this is what happens when you get confused. Do press-ups. Is that what it? 15 press-ups. Dara Darmody, thank you very, very much. Dara Darmody. Beautiful stuff. And the note for viewers there from Dara Darmody is that Viper Chronicles is now public to everyone, but still requires login to mark the episodes. So that's only me, I suppose, that has that login. And yourself, Dara, and yourself. But still no news from Sam Lee, who created the Crons Tracker 5000, after we were absolutely loving the work he did there. It was just like a mysterious man who has done his work and then has just backed off. I'm just going to do 5. I'll do 10 press-ups. Someone said 15. I'll do 5. I'll do 10. I'll do 10. That's great stuff. There is no proof necessary. I mean, I would have to get the fucking camera and move that around and angle it. And it's just, I don't need to do that. I know in my heart of hearts I did 10 there. If I was trying to go for gold or break some sort of record, then obviously the camera would have to come out. But that's nice. I can feel a little bit of that, and we can move on here now. The main thing is, what we need is to reload that gun. That's reloaded. We need to move on. We've got a brand new wristband, which is going to open a few doors. And rest in peace, Henry Kelly, says Figenti there. Hopefully that, let's not dwell on that or worry about it too much. It's sad news, but again, it's like the person who was on about Gene Hackman in his last moments, or whoever it was. Fucking, the Wichita Lineman book. The singer. Said it was bad, that he was looking grim. Glenn Campbell, that's it. Here on Glenn Campbell. Kim Philby's Kettle, thank you very much. Fill my kettle. Do you believe Belgium's notorious Brabant killers were part of the NATO? I don't know what the Brabant killers are. Not really into fucking looking out. Come on! What the fuck is going on here? Look. Oh fuck.
Asshole.
Is that Claire saying asshole? The Brabant killers. Gladio. Something like that. I'll have to have a look at that. Sounds interesting. That sounds something I can watch going to sleep later on YouTube. I will have a look. Thank you very much. I'm not aware of it. I am not aware of it at the moment, but I will have a look. Belgium's Brabant killers. So that's that. We have the key card. Is there any other door around here that we need to go through first? Come on, to fuck. Come on. Speed run. Aaron Flood, head back to the reception. Lovely stuff. Can't believe I missed you there. It's none other than, it's Floody hell. It's the Floodmeister General, and he's taking names. Please be careful. Back to the reception. We were already in the fucking reception. What was the problem there? Did I not? Is there something I didn't do?
Thank you.
The other Jeff, thank you very, very much, sir. I hope you're doing well. This is the wrong fucking way. I have upgraded my bracelet, yes. Got a lovely, lovely bracelet. And now another suggestion from the other Jeff. Another animal one. So we're back here. Have you seen the video of the crocodile pretending to drown to lure humans into the water? I haven't seen that. But they're very, very good creatures, aren't they? To still be here. You know, they reached their evolutionary final form a long time ago, and they're still doing it in that format. And they do the whole fucking, when they grab a hold of you, they do the twist and roll, where they just roll around. That breaks your fucking limb. Go right, respect. Oh yeah. This is it. I know exactly what I'm doing now. We're straight back onto the speed run. It's lovely, Tom.
Lovely stuff. You'll love to see it. You've got a little message here. Special Forces recording. Can I read? Will I read this?
Sure, go for it, Tom. I'll even I'll give you a radio for it. Tom?
Thomas? Hello?
Yep, you're on the radio.
Special Forces recording. Alpha to Ghost. Target moving to West area. Must be going to retrieve G-Virus and antiviral agent. This is Ghost. Understood. Oh, ha. Rendezvous at point W3. Roger. This is Alpha. Arrived at destination. Tom Gooch, thanks for the tip. Over. Understood. Stand by for target.
It sounded like you said stand by for target. Can you pronounce that better, please?
Understood. Stand by for target. This is Alpha. I've got eyes on the target. He's going to open the safe. Roger. Awaiting the signal. Got eyes on the G-Virus. We're going in. Dr. Balkan, you come along with us quietly. Nobody move, please.
Lovely, lovely stuff there from the uncle.
Antiviral agent.
And we have a signal modulator. What the fuck? Put that in the pocket there. It's my best friend Tom's birthday today. Any chance for a happy birthday shout out? Happy birthday, Tom. I hope you're getting on well as Yuki Tsunoda, that crazy little guy who is doing some good work in the F1 world. And hopefully he does even better. Okay? Thank you very much. Wishing you all the very best from Japan, says Yuki. That's lovely, lovely stuff. How are we going to get this fucking thing? We need to go over here. Captain Sack, thank you very much for the sack. Sakatoa. Sack Mandu. The Sack of Rome. We've got a nice big fat sack of weaponry on the back. It's about to get unleashed, unloaded, and we've only got one space left. But don't worry, a lot of this ammo is probably going to get used very, very soonish. I'm thinking of getting the spark shot out for a bit of good time, fun time stuff with the spark shot. If anybody has any recommendations as to the weaponry I should be packing for the next few battles, let me know. But I'm going to just carry the spark shot as my default go-to guy. No herbs at all. Living like a fucking madman here. And we've got another box. That's brilliant stuff. Combine you with you. And we'll fucking keep you there. We'll put you away there. I don't think we're going to need you anymore. Put that knife. Nah. Put you away. Definitely. Maybe put the modulator in there until we can find some sort of fucking frequency jammer. There's something that goes into that modulator, a signal modulator, isn't there? Let's have a look at it there. You examine while you're in this. No, you can't. Bit of a fucking shit situation. They didn't implement that into the game. No, there's nothing that has to go into it. You just have to fuck around with it and make the right frequency happen on it using your left and right analog sticks. And it also makes a nice sound as well. Reminds me of this thing that I got once for the Nintendo DS called the Boss Loop Station. And it was like it was a Korg. It was called the Korg Chaosillator. And they brought it out for the Nintendo DS. And you could just make shitty little beats on it. But it was brilliant for the time. Wasted a lot of time making beats on it. Anyway, let's get rid of that. Okay. Put that away there. Put this. No, we'll keep that. Keep that. Fucking maybe keep a few needles as well. Yeah, there's plenty of space. Plenty of space. Gunnus Powdus. Powder keg. That'll give us a little bit of room for the herb. You need to see what code the wall says, and then you need to press L1 or R1 and then switch that code to match the lines. But where? Oh, we haven't put that. Well, I'd best keep it in me on my person. We're probably going to come up against it very soon. I mean, I remember it because I was claiming it there for Leon's pass-through. I hate these fuckers. I hate all these chlorophyll lads. They're worse than the chlorophyll. No, they're not as bad as the ones in Fallout. They're Vault 6.
Senior staff clearance required for computer access.
But they're bad. Gonna stun the cunts and run. Stun and run. Hold down the spark shot. Okay, so that's a waste of a spark shot, really, is it? And so does that mean you have to read? Oh, thank you very much there, Ghosts of Jacobstown. Lovely slice of ham. We're still here with Fisto, always watching. Don't worry, we'll be back to you at some stage. So is it a bit of a fucking... You'd need a bit of time to really get the most out of that gun. So say if I'm in a situation where I'm being tracked by a few lads The spark shot, not great, because you need to really have the time to foster and care and charge it up. Yeah, more juice to it. Oh, this now. I can't remember. I don't remember. I don't know how. I don't know where. The code.
Dispensing solution now.
I know what I'm gonna do though. I've got that modulator. I'm just gonna head back. I'm gonna head back and put the modulator in the main hallway first. Let's give this a test run as well. Where is he? Where is he?
Son of a bitch.
Lovely stuff, lovely bit of pace. It's happening. The pace is well and truly back in town. I'm glad about that. I know a lot of you are as well. Just look at that pace there, Tom.
It's a pace of cake. You're making it look like a cakewalk express situation as you go along the gangway of pain. Beneath, or ensconced inside an underground laboratory, the likes of which we've never seen before. MS DOSer. Thank you very much for the DOS box emulation. Very, very kind of you. For all the boys out there on the piss with fish though. Away the lads!
What the hell?
Wow. I like it. I like it. Let's have a little go with this thing now, look. So what's the modulation? Get rid of that weapon. Holster the weapon. You need to be on a little waveform like that. OSS as well. Office of Strategic Services. Examination. OSS. Switch it on. Yeah, not muff. OSS. And then you need to fucking start fucking around with that to make the wave fit. So you've got what? You've got a little trough. You've got a trough, 2 mini peaks, a big peak, a big trough. Trough, 2 mini peaks, big trough, medium trough, mini trough, and a big trough. Is it just a case of you have to... No. No. Fuck. I know I've 2 knobs. I was using them. So you've got a fucking big peak. A medium mini. Big, medium mini, big, medium mini, big. Okay. Examine. Big. No. You want it there, man. Hang on. Ah. How is it brutal, Andrew, saying brutal there? What's that about? Not that. Wrong buttons there. So we've 2 knobs. And if you can see that first peak there, it actually begins to reach its plateau on the ascent. So it's an ascent, and then another medium, and then a mini. Ascent, a medium, a mini. It's a category 5, a category 4, then a category 3. 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5. 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5. Thank you very much, Potato Boss. 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5. Hang on, what? Look at this. Now it's telling me that you have to just get them in sync. There's no real thinking to it. So I don't even have to look at the pattern on the wall. Don't even have to look at the pattern on the wall. I was yet again overthinking it.
Who do these people think they are?
Do you know, because I was thinking they've not really made that accessible to fools. Do you know what I mean? I can read that on the wall and try and get it. But they haven't made that accessible to people who don't have the brain power to really take on this game. And then, lo and behold, there's actually zero correspondence with the image as to the device modulation pitch unit itself. You just have to match up very easy stuff, very basic stuff. Match up 2 waveforms using both knobs. Look, it is what it is.
You can shove up your fucking hole.
So that's that. That's open that. Then we can just fucking move at pace to dispatch this lad here.
Asshole.
And look at that very, very undignified final positioning there. Maybe he's still asleep. Maybe it's just a great way of getting to sleep. Maybe he has a bad back and he's just gone for some unorthodox sleeping positions like that. But I tell you, not great for the fucking neck. If that's the case, because you'll wake up with a fucking savage neck. We'll move him off there. Still alive! It's not asleep at all. Scumbags, Pat. Yeah, he's dead. Doesn't bleed though. And look at the shoes. Very, very lovely shoes. And that's a diary. It's Wayne Lee's note, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Lee's note. Another diary entrance from Wayne Lee. Dear God! Blood everywhere. What the hell's happening? They're dead! All dead! It was those men in black! Here come the men in black. They won't let you remember. Here come the men in black. Galaxy Defenders. USS Headquarters Special Forces Unit Foxhound. But why? Isn't their job to protect us? White brains in a sea of red. This can't be happening, man. Dear God, why? Didn't everybody say I was a genius? A genius like me can't die in a place like this, you hear me? I always got results. They're screwing me. Well, maybe I'll screw them. I'll win the Nobel. I'm a hero, a genius. God, man. I won't die. I will. Alternative song version. Dear God, why didn't maybe some music as well, or should we just fucking acapella it? I think we'll just go acapella. We'll go fucking acapella on it. Feeling it. Twisted. Thank you very much. K84. You absolute big bamboozler. Hunky men in black are after you, says K84 there. Lovely stuff, K84. Okay, let's give this a little go around. Or maybe wrap it. Yeah, we'll wrap it. It's got a kind of, I'm a god, I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna win that. Let's have a little look here and see what we've got.
Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss.
We got that camera. Yeah.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Yeah. Yo, what up? Yo, it's Little Wayne Lee coming at you big time. Let's do this. You know I've got the rhymes. Why? Cause it's always a crime whenever I'm on the mic. It's time to do time, serious time. Don't ever contemplate the crime unless you've got a criminal mind, a mind like mine. Hit me up, yo. It's about to get Wayne Lee. Dear God. Wait a sec. We'll go back. One. Drop it. Yeah. Dear God, blood everywhere. What the hell's happening tonight in the air? They're all dead. It was those men in black, USS headquarters, special forces, but why? Isn't the job to protect us? Steph, thank you for the tip. Can't believe it's Steph with the tip. I upset Steph there a couple of weeks ago. Thought she was gone forever. But it seems like she's back. She ain't fair weather. Friendship, yo. That'll never end. Maybe, unless it's a different Steph. In which case, if it is, thanks for the tip. And welcome to the stream. But what about the other Steph? Never mind, let's keep it going. Dear God, blood everywhere. What the hell's happening? They're dead, all dead. It was those men in black, USS headquarters, special forces, but why? Isn't the job to protect us? Love and protect. That's what I do every day when I'm on the mic. I wreck shit up. Anaconda G with the 3 for 2 on the shoes. White brains in the sea of red. This can't be happening, yo. I ain't dead. Let's go for verse 2. It's gonna get real. Fu Manchu, fuck you. Dear God, why? Didn't everybody say I was a genius? A genius like me can't die in a place like this. I always get results. They're screwing me. Well, maybe I'll screw them. I'll win a motherfucking Nobel, and then I'll go to Bethlehem. I'm a hero, a genius, a god. I will not die. I will! Shit is lit. Shit is lit and legit, yo. Don't try to come at me because I got 5 more fucking rhymes. Anytime you want, I will bring you down and I will. It's a rat race. It's a fucking rat race.
Boys.
think it's working. Just need to turn off that desktop sound there that's coming through. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Carfella. Careful. Please be careful. 1, 2, 3. Very, very kind of you. Where's the... We're back on. That's the close-up. That's the main camera there. Not great. I thought it felt okay. It felt okay. But I think I didn't keep it legitimately me. I went a little bit too American. But sometimes that's me as well, you know? Sometimes I'm feeling that way. I spent a lot of time in the hood. You know me. I got a lot of love for the streets. All the boroughs. Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, the Shaolin, Queens.
Lovely slice
Okay.
of ham.
I have a lot of good friends out there. Spodo, thank you very much there. And Slipknot number 5's heads after you. Thank you very much. Anaconda G. And none other than Steph. Thank you very much. So that was Master Lee's sensual diary entry where he said he wasn't going to die. But I think that was him there that we fucking put paid to his devices just then. And look, it's a sad, sad state of affairs. The way things happen like that when you're trying to develop Nobel Prize winning stuff, and then the next moment you're ramshackled, you're laid out on the fucking ground, and it's sleepy time. It's sleepy time for you and yours. Thank you very much there for the tips, and let's move on at pace, and none other than Tony Soprano. Do we have to take the modulation unit out of the fucking thing? We have it. Do we have it? Yeah, we do. We took it. That's great. What about that? It's another pouch! Can't believe nobody told me about the pouch there. Don't forget the item in the bed. Lame Power there actually after telling me, don't forget the item in the bed. And imagine living in this sort of situation here. These are your sleeping quarters there. I'm not going to bother shooting that raccoon. I'm not arsed about any of that stuff. But they're nice little sleep pods. But it seems as though they're just for people who want to nap. They're not for full 8-hour situation stints, which would be necessary. Very concerning there when I did mention that about the 8 hours, that there are people there who are saying that that's just not happening for them. And I really would encourage you to look into that as soon as possible. I don't want to be a fucking sleep demon or bringing the mood down by getting onto you for your lack of sleep or, you know, limitations on it or anything like that. But I have found that sleep is the key and the secret to a lot of life's mysteries. It's only through sleep that we can unlock the power of the next day. We might as well just save that there. Thank you very much, Willem de Friend, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very kind of you there. I hope you're getting on well. We can put our fucking... what's that? A dispersal cartridge in there. We've got our modulation box. Another 2 pouches. That's nice. I'm going to save the flash for later on. I'm going to save the grenade for later on. I'm going to keep the knife. Yeah? So that when we do come up against it, the knife is ready to go! We've read that rubbish on the board there. That's nothing to me. Another quick save. And through, and away we go. The pace is back in town, Tom.
The pace is back in town. The pace is back in town. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I said the pace is back in town. The pace is back in town.
Guess who got back in town today? Those crazy lads who've got the fucking pace. They were fucking walking around the bar tree. Tried to fucking, I was thinking two different words of theirs, singing two different words at the same time, and then it didn't come out right. But that just happens when you're riffing, you're free-forming. Dump valve 9000, thank you very much. Where is my overlay for the bomb? It's fucking gone. I was trying to find that there. Bomb overlay. Oh, some reason it got turned off. Thanks for the tip there, Dump Valve 9000.
Did someone just drop a bomb on this ship? Because that stuff was a blast.
Beautiful stuff. Wonder how long fucking Cuprinol plant-based man is gonna live for. He's taking a full-on zap and then 2 bullets of Schlughauser right to the crown paints. And he's still stalking the corridors like a weird little plant man. And another weird little plant man just over there as well. Let's not bother with the herb, we'll leave that. Biohazardous cryogenic lab. Someone shat themselves on the floor and has not even had the courtesy of wiping it up. What about this? How come that's not? Oh, you need to unlock that with the little puzzle. Herbicide synthesis. Place an empty cartridge in the solution dispenser. Add the required amounts of UMB21, P-E. Cool immediately. Plant 43 exhibits astounding growth. If something unfortunate were to occur, it may be hard to control. In the event of an unforeseen incident, manufacture the herbicide using instructions above in order to minimize damage. And look at this. A real sad, a big fella. The proportions don't look great at all. If I was to guess, that's not a man inside there. Love to put a fucking bullet in him. I just want to wait until... I want to conserve as much ammunition as possible. I'm going to go wasting stuff. Thank you very much there, Mantis Toboggan, for a lovely fleet of cows. Just outside the N4. Just off the N4. And we've got a nice big fat gunpowder box as well. That's going to create a few more nasty little surprises for the bag cunts at the end. Ah, you love to fucking feel it. You love to think about it. It's just one of those days when stuff keeps falling into your lap. Gunpowder this, knife that, spark shot additional piece there, a lovely herb there, here, turtley post deliveries. Thank you very much there, whatever that means. I have no idea. Now this is a very interesting one because I have no idea where or what or who or how. But I tell you something. There was a little picture in. Beebs, thank you very much for the tip there, Beebs. I believe in you. Do you believe in me? Because if you do, we gonna be believing for the rest of our beebs, baby. And that's a fucking fact. But the little puzzle here has one of these, look.
There are known unknowns. That is to say, we know some things we do not know.
Thank you very much there, Varney Teabag. Bent my seed drill on a tree. Thank you very much. We have, look, the first two, which is kind of L-shaped Tetris piece on a fucking thingy Tetris piece opposite. Then a line, a nice long block. Used to love those long blocks in Tetris. Purposely saving the last little column sliver free so that when I got a long block, that would just 6 or 7 lines just gone. 6 or 7 lines just gone. and it was an absolute crucially pain in the arse when you couldn't get one. You've put all that hard work into not getting that piece that you wanted. Cheeky Pup, thank you very much. I hope you're getting on well. And negative should all be good. Thank you very much. We'll move here and have a look. So it's double Tetris and then a long Tetris and then two. You just guess the other two, I suppose. So it's double Tetris.
Twisted.
Then, thank you very much, sir. Sweet Tuesday night beef.
Very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Tuesday night beef. Beautiful stuff. And I think I might have to have a go for you there. Just for that. Very, very kind of you. Hit it there. Do you have the tunes? I'm not sure if he has the tunes. Oh, he does. Great stuff. Thank you very much for the tip. Very, very kind of you. It's nice. And very, very kind of you. I think I already said that. Tommy version. Don't have the lyrics when I have to go off the top of the dome. Thank you very much for the tip there. Sweet Tuesday night beef. Tastes sweet. A lovely little sweet piece of meat. I got it uptown from the butcher's shop. I don't go to those mass market supermarkets. Why? Because they've got a needle in their eye trying to scam me with their beef that's probably pumped full of proteins and other weird means. I go down to Frank. He's got an abattoir down the back, and it's stank. He used to kill and slaughter every bull, beef, and beast that comes into his place, put them on the plank. I won't go any further than that, because to describe what happens, to describe what he does to them, would make you upset. The place is wet, down the back, but we don't need to know about it. All we do is just buy meat every day of the week. He's got the beef, the lamb, the sheep. He's got the fish on a Tuesday. Would you believe that? He does. He has it in, and it stinks. Fella from Kalala comes down with a truck, and he brings out a bag of muck. A lovely, lovely slice of salmon down. Salmon down. Salmon down, it'll do you no harm. You need the omega-3, because your body don't make that shit. You don't make that shit. You need the fatty acid stuff. Help with your heart and bones. The stuff is good for your brain. You don't need anything. You go insane without it. Brain damage on the mic don't manage nothing. It's like making a sucker in you equal. So don't be another sequel. Remember to express yourself through the medium of fish, the medium of beef, the medium of sheep, and any meat that you can get your hands on. Put it into the oven. Crank it up to 200 degrees. Come back in half an hour and see how you feel. We're living in these are the days and the times of the real steak. I'm talking strip loin. I'm talking grass-fed beef. We in the GFB, you know me. It ain't right when you're eating that meal in the night and it's come from an animal that was made in a factory, never seen the sun, the shine, or the grass at all. Okay, I didn't rhyme at the end, but you understand the message I'm trying to impart there. Is that it's better to be living off the grass-fed stuff than any of the stuff that's coming out of a fucking factory or a production line. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much there, Tom, for that sweet Tuesday night beef. Was it last Tuesday that I fucking got a little bit wistful, a little bit teary-eyed about the concept of beef? I think I had a little song of my own about it. I can't remember. Joni is a good girl. Thank you very much there for that.
Did someone just drop a bomb
Always,
on this shit?
thanks always for the panacea that is your stream. Please send best wishes and some good red, green and blue herb to Joni. She just had surgery at the vets and is in recovery at home. She's a great girl. All the best there, Joni. No specification on what kind of beast you are. Maybe you're a cat, maybe you're a dog, maybe you're a budgie, maybe you're a chinchilla or a hedgehog. or some other exotic pet. We don't know, what the vet has seen to it that you're in good shape and good form and you're ready to enjoy the stream. And you've just tipped me, and none other than fucking Sam Lee, the man, the myth, the legend, the Computer Chronicles tracker, Kron's Tracker 5000 creator, an absolute polymath, musician, brand new whistle, the whole shebangle. How the hell are you there, Sam? It's great to have you. What's the story? Just caught up with the last stream. Seen you've taken a look at the site. I was about to say shite then. Thank you so much. That's made my day. Sorry to keep tipping in. Don't be sorry about it. That's fine by me. Fair play to Dara. That hotkeys for remixes situation is a real sweet piece. Have you heard this? Wrong button there, wrong button there. I wasn't trying to mock or ruin what you were saying there. This is great sportsmanship behavior between the competing website boys, both Dara and Sam Lee. Sam Lee's tipping the cap to Dara there, saying you did well on that music bit, and then he goes on to say again, hopefully between Dara, Jimmy and me, you now have a well and truly robust single source of truth for the shenanigans. I'll keep updating mine in case you forget to update Dara's at any point. Thanks so much, and sorry again. What an absolutely brilliant stuff. And there is no fight, there is no bad blood. No bad blood between the three web boys. Unless there is, I don't think there is. Maybe they're going to start their own boy band called Web Boys. And thank you very much there for the tip and the website as well. And it's great to see such great sportsmanship. It seems as though both webmasters are going to keep persevering with their creation. Why not? Why not? It's a fucking great little situation. And also people are loving it. And inundated with letters and just fan mail for all of you lads. And I'm just saying, stop it at this moment, okay? I can't deal with it. And also, I'm not them. Find them yourselves. I'm not going to give their location away or their real names. I don't even have access to their real names. Okay? Don't even have access. Now, we do have to guess the final two pieces of the puzzle, but the one thing I'm a little bit uncertain about here is the long Tetris piece. I don't think it's that. Can we go back with that one? It could be this. Could be that. Could be the long Tetris piece, but it looks too fat. So I think it could be that as the long Tetris piece. So what we'll do is do that, then that, and then we could be here for days. I tell you why. Because you've got what? 9, 10. So that's 10 by 10. And then another 10 by 10. So then that's fucking 200. We could be here for 200 inputs until I get it right. No, hang on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense at all. Thank you very much, Rice and Beans Complete Protein. Let's just go with this, look. No, I am right. It could be here for 200 goals, so I don't think so. So what we'll do is we'll just look at the chat there. And I know some people might think it's rubbish doing this, but let's just do it. Gamer Guy said this code was 2048, so treat the keypad and press it like 2048. Okay. But where would I have got that information? Where would I have got that information from? Does it even matter? Gamer Guy. And that's that. And that's Gamer Guy's redemption arc, well and truly fully completed. I hope you're feeling good about that, as good as we're feeling about it, Gamer Guy. Everybody is absolutely over the moon. And I hear that they're lighting Ferris wheel candles for you over in the Middle East, which is a very contentious place. But it seems as though peace has been brokered between the Israelis and the Palestinians. I'm just getting this in now. They're watching the stream. We love you, Francis. We love, please, and Gamer Guy, the best. It's patchy stuff. It's patchy stuff, but it's coming through the pipeline. World War III, not even on the fucking cards anymore. With this sort of hint and tip edge coming through the fucking mainframe here, we really don't know where this is gonna go. And that was another, it was a joint ops situation there. I'm gonna guess this one.
Of solution to match cartridge capacity.
Yeah, whatever. And don't even need to look at the chat for this. This is gonna be yet another case of raw omega-3 generated brain mass put to good use. Not many of you understand what it's like to be in this position right now. But you're gonna get to witness the raw power of grass-fed brain, as Eric Lynn says. I mean, look, it might be grass-fed, but who knows what kind of fucking stuff that has gone into that bovine is going to fucking have a situation inside me. I'm not gonna speculate on it. At least it's grass-fed. That's the main thing. We won't worry about any of the drugs that it's being taken or any of that sort of stuff. We'll just keep going, you know. What kind of grass? Only the best. Only the greenest, the finest of pasture. But then what's gone into that, you know? Fertilizer and all sorts. Pesticides. Who knows? Let's fucking leave it. Let's leave it. The more you think about stuff, the more it ruins your happiness. You know, there really is ignorance is the bliss. Is blissful. Love the sound of this. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Grass-fed brain. Right here, right now. You're witnessing it. Don't go to bed just yet. Hang on. You need that final tube needs to be over here.
We also know there are
Nick, thanks very much, Nick.
Say we know there's some things we do not know.
Thank you very much, Nick. So I know what I'm doing because, tell you what, you want to do is this. And you might think I'm being stupid here, but watch this. Watch. One sec. Watch this. Watch this. Now watch this. Watch this now. Wait a minute. Watch this one now. You might think I'm stupid. Wait for it. Don't go to bed. Perfect. Wait, watch this. Here we go. I've got it. Big brain stuff, yeah? Now. I've got it. I've got it. I know it. Watch this now. Watch this one. Now. Wait for it. Wait for this. Promise you. You're not gonna fucking want to go to bed just yet. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait a sec. It's coming. That's not gonna work, is it? I bet this is it. I bet this is it. Right here, watch. Now. Now. Don't go to bed. Don't go to bed just yet.
Thank you.
Just give me a minute there. Give me 1 minute. A clone named Gibso. Thank you very much. Lo-fi mixing machine to relax and study to. Indeed, indeed. And thank you very much, Nick D. Okay, right, watch this. Let's leave it and then go back to it. with a brand new mindset, yeah? And this is simple stuff. All I have to do is stop thinking about it and just fucking go with the flow. So watch this. I reckon I've got it. Because what I do is just put that there, and what we want to do is put that little droplet into that one. So we'll switch those, and we'll switch that, and we'll put that droplet into that. Hang on, they're the same amount of droplets. Basically, you want to fill that up to the fucking max first off. That's what you want to do, is fill that one up to the max. Or do you? That's the thing. Yeah. You want to fill that one up. And you want to fucking take 2 out of that.
Twisted.
Thank you very much, Big Red. Very, very kind of you there. I hope you're getting on well, Big Red. Can you help me? I'm stuck in a time loop. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So then... Let's fucking do this, man. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. No. I know what I have to do. 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 That into that like that. Then this. Now, this has to be something. This has to be something. Fucking better be something. It better be something. I know what. Think about this. You've two of the same in that one. If you've two of the same, then just put fucking that up. You put one of those into that one. Yeah. Yeah, put that into that one. No. Maybe put this one into that one. Then you got 2 3s. No. I think that was the wrong fucking one. I think that was the wrong thing to do. That was the wrong thing to do, that was. Yeah, red ring, Scarlett Thompson. I know what I'm going for the fucking red ring. I know I'm going for the red ring. Just give me a moment. There's no need to tell me. I know what I'm doing. For fuck's sake. I know. You do this. I'll put the little one into the big one now. Yeah? And then fill the little one with the one that's the biggest now. Fill this one with the one that's biggest now. That should leave you with 2. Look at that! Now. Where to next? Where to next? The little one into there. Now, all we need is 3 little drops. How are we going to do that? Unless we empty that into that one. Let's empty that one. Let's empty that one into that one. Now, fucked it up, haven't I? Yeah, fucked it up. What about this? Hear me out. Hear me out, hear me out. What about this? We put this one into that little one. And then that should leave you with 1 little drop. Spare drop. Look at that, that's left you with 2. That's left you with 2 now. And then switch them around, and then switch these around, and then put that one into that. No, switch them around and put that. No. Put that one into that. And that's left you with another little one. See where I'm going with this? Do you see where I'm going with this? I think I have it, lads. And I have a dispersal cartridge solution, the likes of which you will have never seen in your life. You will never, ever get to hold this. And thank you very much for sticking with me there, people. You knew what was going on. You knew where it was going. And I knew where it was going as well. We all knew where it was headed. The speedrun, well and truly back in town. Nobody had any doubt. There wasn't even a shadow of a doubt or a moment's notice to even think. How dare you even reconsider your thoughts if you did have thoughts of that nature? If you're having dark thoughts, talk to someone, yeah? Don't go. Get out, get away. Ryan McDyer.
Roam about a
Greatly
virtual
enhanced
environment with your
reputation.
avatar.
Thank you very much there, Ryan McDyer, ladies and gentlemen. The Dyer, the Mac, and the Dyer all in one. And an Umbrella Lab research area east. Everything, everywhere, everyone, all at once. It's midnight. I think we'll have to leave this and reconvene the speedrun because things are going too fast. Because I was thinking maybe a bit of Chaffee. It's getting late, you know. The pace of spades. The pace of spades. Just need to get to a typewriter first. Let's get through here. We gotta get through this. Dane Bowers. Whoever it was that sang that. I've whiplash from the pace of the speedrun, says Dave. Great stuff, Dave.
Careful.
Please be careful with your comments. Thank you very much, Geordie. Will you be back in Verdansk this Thursday? Well, I mean, fuck. I don't know. I mean, look at the the way that game is now is different. Even if they bring the map back, isn't it still meant to be? They've ruined it with a lot of extra shit. And another thing, look, is that it is addictive. It's so addictive that it blinds me from the opportunities of other stuff. And not just on the stream, like after the stream is ended, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still craving it, you know? I'm still thinking, maybe if I fucking play a bit now off stream, I'll be even better then for when the stream comes. And no matter how many times I practice, it still never works out like that, you know? Because it's a fleeting moment of joy, and then you just keep chasing that hit again. You want that hit again and again and again. It's a fucking beautiful hit. It really is. It's a real smooth joint. It really is. Pure fulfillment and enjoyment. It's fantastic. Oh. It's another way of being. It's just like a completely other way of. It's not a game. Like it's a way of life for the time that you're in it. And a lot of people say play it, and a lot of people do tune it, but then there's a lot of people who hate it as well. I mean, but what should it matter what people think? Really, it should be just what I enjoy, really, you know. And that's something that I try and tell myself that, you know. But fuck. I get back into that. If I get back into that, it'll be a long time before we see anything else. It might hurt me. It might hurt me in ways that I don't know, you know. It could fuck you up. Game, you're in that. It's a rat race. It's another way of life. It's another way of living. And it leads to, as well, a lot of chair action, you know? At least with this, I get to fucking stand up, get to move around. It's not a static environment. It really is. It's a very zombified state of being. Unless I do play it right, but I limit it to 1 hour and a half bursts. Only 1 hour and a half bursts. Fuck it, yeah, we'll do that. 1 hour and a half bursts. Verdansk. It's coming back, lads. I'm gonna fucking do it, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very much there, Crab Apple. Please give a big GG to all the TMP boys. Hope you're doing well. Good game, TMP. Great game. Looking forward to getting back onto the fucking war zone. Oh, God. Tom?
Crazy bit of business. Really is. It's gonna be a hard month, or whatever long. And look, we say a month, it could be a fucking year. You never know how long it's gonna be. But look, let's do it. Let's fucking get back into it. It's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be a real big dirty one.
Gonna be a big dirty one. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm actually gonna lose all passion and will to do anything else. But fuck it, why not? Come on! Could turn me into a fucking zombie. 2025. Look, it's the anniversary. It's Verdansk. What would it be if we have to fucking do it, you know? It's a brand new variant of concern.
Roam about a virtual environment with your avatar.
And it's computer games.
Computer games.
At the end of the day, it's distilled gamesmanship. It's the most high octane. It's as real as it gets in terms of competition. It's not a game. It's instinctive. It's reflexive. Oh, man, I'm just thinking about how good it's going to feel, right? To just get a few matches under my belt before I... Just knowing that starting to play it a week on from me playing it, how good am I going to be then? And then how good will I even be if I'm playing that solidly for a month? Imagine how good I'm going to be at it after a month. Thank you very much there, Recovered Addict. Don't do it, says Recovered Addict. I put 7,000 hours into that game. You don't want to go down that road. Yeah, it's stuff like that that scares me, to be honest, because the amount of time I have put into those games, and for what, I'd say you're chasing a high that never is fulfilled, and then you start to get annoyed and nasty with people as well, and just going, oh, for fuck's sake, or fuck you, and getting really like angry and stuff. Hanley Man, thank you very, very much for the tip there. Very kind of you. But when it works out, it feels sweet when it works out. It's like fucking... when you pull off a fucking great little move where you've managed to escape death, and then you string it together with maybe a couple of kills or something as well, and you've got out of a real bind, right? There's nothing like the feeling. It's the equivalent of beating a couple of... like, you've got the ball, and then you've managed to beat a couple of men, and you're running down the fucking wing. It's the equivalent of fucking managing to run away from someone who's trying to kill you. It's fucking brilliant. There's nothing else like it. But the problem is that they're saying it's kind of overran with cheaters and stuff. So I'm annoyed at that. I'm annoyed at the proliferation of microtransactions. Not so much microtransactions and pay to win. I don't care about that. I'll have the shit guns and I'll go with the shit guns and then I'll work with them. You've seen what I can do with the AK-47 iron sights, suppressor, and a fucking grip, a tiger shark grip on the front, rubberized on the fucking handle, and a sweet little stock. There's no one can touch me. But what I don't like is the skins, people running around as fucking bears, teddy bears, and Nicki Minaj, and fucking characters from The Boys and stuff like that. It does my fucking head in. But I shouldn't really let that annoy me. It's more of the cheating thing. But if I play with if I play it on PlayStation... Oh, here's the other thing. Thank you very much, Recovered Addict. Hieronymus Gimp, thank you very, very much. I had thousands of wins, 3.5 KD. It gets to the point where the highs do nothing, the lows are crippling. Look, man, I know it. I've been there.
There's some things we do not know.
Hieronymus Gimp! Unbelievable, Hieronymus Gimp. Thank you very much there. Just one other thing, right? I have it on the PlayStation. Now, I don't think the PS5 is giving me 60 frames per second. The only way I'd want to really get into Verdansk again is if I was to fucking upgrade the fucking PC. But I mean, that's just... I can't fucking be bothered doing that. Fuck. I have a 1070. I don't care about space. Space is fine. What's the minimum you'd want to be going into fucking thing with? And I've always said I don't care about 4K gaming, but my monitor is 1080p, 70 hertz refresh rate, but I think I'm only getting 60 hertz. But the big boys, the big time players, the big boom bappers are rocking 4K, 140 hertz, 1 millisecond fucking lag monitors. PS5 is 60 frames, okay. And I'm on PS5, right? Normal PS5, not a PS5 Pro. Will that give me 60 frames, will it? Okay, and what if I'm going through the capture card then, gamer? Will it still give me 60 frames if I'm going through the capture card? Thank you very much. It actually should do. I think it does, because I can see that it does. You know, I can see the 60 frames. The capture card is 60 frames per second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 situation. Thank you very much. You will never reach the heights of the Pele stream. You never know. It sounds good. I think we're going for it. Fuck 4K. We're going to keep it 1080p, and you know what? It'll be even better. It'll be even better when I get, and even sweeter when I get that victory in 1080p and all the others have got all the best stuff. And you know what? We're going PS5. We're turning off crossplay. No cheaters. Just all other PS5ers. Yeah? It's sounding good. Is Verdansk free, is it? Is Verdansk free? Because I don't have Black Ops 6. Do I have to buy Black Ops 6? Oh my god, it's coming back. It's coming back. I wasn't into it at all, but you've kept on going on about it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna become a fucking Verdansk head again. It's been a while. It's been a long while. It's been a hot minute.
He seems to know
his way around the block.
How about you?
Seems to know his way around the block. How about you? Tommy, what are you making of it?
How are you getting on? What's the story? Have you made the decision? Have you made the call?
I've made the call of duty.
We heading back, are we?
Back in black. Back, sack, and crack. Get the headset ready. It's just around the corner.
We're heading back to Verdansk. It's a heavy buzz. I don't know if we've got what it takes.
I don't know either, man. Been a long time out the game. Gonna have to really start getting reflexing the muscle again. Getting the reflexes back up and primed. Amazon Prime. Jeff Bezos, yeah? Prime Day bargains.
Unbelievable stuff. Anguish Panda, thank you very much. And Owen Murphy, thank you very, very much as well.
Did someone just drop a bomb on this ship? Because that stuff was a blast.
If you're only getting 60 frames per second, and a monitor can do 70 and on your PC, then you need to go to display setting and change Windows display to 70 Hz. And it should auto-detect, but if you only have 60 frames per second capturing, maybe no point. Okay, thank you very much for the...
Please be careful.
Francis.
Please be careful. Had Economy, thank you very much. Get on Verdansk Wednesday, but log in Tuesday to get the kilo. It's Tuesday today, you fucking mentler. Huh? It's Wednesday. What kind of... Hang on, read that again. It's you've tipped there and you've said, get on Verdansk Wednesday, which is tomorrow. When I wake up tomorrow, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday now. It's 1:20. Or is it? Anyway, you're confused me. So when you say get on Verdansk Wednesday, but log in Tuesday to get the kilo. But it's not even fucking Tuesday now. Thanks for the tip. And Jackie, thank you very much as well. You simply say, please be careful. And Owen Murphy says, here's a crispy £5 note for your future sorrows. Good luck to you in Verdansk. It takes no prisoners. Wow. Let's get to a typewriter. Let's get this Smurf thing going. Examine it. URF. Lovely. Lovely stuff. That's it. The lights are on. Nobody's home. I bet you these come alive. Might put a fucking few rounds of monkey puzzle into their cranial. Look at it. He looks like he's alive, look. Yeah. Fuck. fuck. And what about these cats here? It's where I love the shotgun, but we don't have it. Oh yeah. If you just hold down the trigger on the quick action or whatever you call this. Is that you done, is it? What about this cat here? Has he got previous? We'll leave it, and if they come back to life, they come back to life. We know that they've been softened up, ready for the oven, tenderized. Is there a typewriter? Oh! Is there a typewriter around here? Oh God.
Welcome back, Dr. Lee. You have 5 new messages.
This message was left today at 3:32 p.m. Yeah, Claire, how are you getting on there? Trying to ring you for ages. What's the story? We put the fucking thing in here and we change it about. As far as I'm aware, another one bursts down, so there'll be 2 in the other room.
Cooling sequence in progress.
Mechanical wonder.
You're not a killer.
No, I'm not.
And we've got the herbicide.
Cooling complete.
Oh, we've got another bit of gunpowder there. We're fucking really doing well with our bits and pieces. Just need to get to a typewriter to save this and get out of Dodge and get straight into Chaffee before bedtime. It's getting on. I spent a good 10 or 15 minutes deliberating on whether or not I was going to go back on Little Wayne's inbox. Look. Ricky Mendoza, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Mendoza. What's he up to? Can you believe that bastard Cartwright? Cool your jets, asshole. Well, I guess he is the boss for now. What kind of weirdo writes like this? Messages like this? Anyway, have you seen my helix? I put the secret on the bottom. Let me know if you find it. So we know to pick up a helix. There's one in the next room, I think. So you think you couldn't make our little meeting? Fine, don't worry about greenhouse inspection. Instead, I'll give you something real simple to do. Put together a budget estimate for the year after next and get it done tonight. Are you still alive? We're under attack. People are dead. The east is cut off. We can't operate the bridge with the wristbands. Where is Cartwright? Please reply. Please reply. Plan 43 is going wild. Thank you. Verdansk Revolution. Thank you very much. We need to send someone in there before it's too late. I like that one. We need to send someone in there before it's too late. Wayne, how do we stop this thing? You have to help us. Please reply. Do you remember Susie, the cheerleader? What a great gal. We were both into her. Of course, she wasn't into nerds. I still have to give you back those comics and games I borrowed. But you might have to wait. I like that one. I like the intonation on the last bit. Don't click the urgent button. It says ALXDR. What's the urgent button? What's the urgent button? Where's this helix? Little helix with a fucking note on the bottom. Here we go. stick that fucking helix into the examination room. Examine. Don't need it anymore because we've done the code, look. Thanks to a little gamer guy. And we'll discard that. Throw that fucking helix in the bin. Thank you very much there, Chris McBee. Watch your ass. Watch your ass. Chris McBee. Unbelievable stuff. Chris McBeast. What a name. Imagine if your name was McBeast. Or even just Beast. Mr. Beast. Now, there was a bit of consternation out in this hallway. We heard something going on. And there's a lick machine down there. And there's probably no need to go down here. We've done everything. It's just there's extra pick-upables that I can get. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Fuck off. Just there's extra pick-upables that I can get. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Fuck off. That was just like going to work, that scare. How did one of these tree fellas get out here? More to the point, how's he gonna fare up against a little bit of zap? Let's give him the back zap and crack. Come on, tree man. It's time for your bed. You dirt box. Oh, so sad for you. So sad the way it ended up for you. Take that. Lovely bit of vitamin B. No, it's not even a pick-upable. What about that? Somebody's note, look. Everybody's turned vegified. They keep coming back again and again. Burn them all. Burn them until the whole body is black as ash. There's no other way. And now we get to play with our stupid little machine again. Examine that. And what do we turn that on? What's the frequency on this cunt? We don't know. We're just guessing. We're playing the guessing game here. Maybe someone will let us know there. Watch this. Lovely stuff. Haha. Another one. It really is sweet, isn't it, Tom?
It's great to see them get fried like that. Because the alternative was they were going to kill you, so it's not bad to wish that upon someone or to even take joy in seeing that, you know?
I know, Tom. There's some bleeding hearts that'd probably fucking have a go at you for it, but I mean... Fuck them, Tom. They're not in our shoes. They're not fucking living on the edge of their seats like us. And I gotta tell you, it's not nice. I wouldn't wish it on my worst. I wouldn't wish it on my best either. Huh? Not that I have any best enemies. And another situation ambles towards us at a fucking languid, sluggish pace. Let's send him back to Electricity Town. Electric Ireland. Here we go. Lovely stuff. Let's get involved. Let's get up close and personal. And it's a nice little situation there. What about this guy? Still has plants growing out of him and moving, even though he's been dispatched. He's got little mushrooms growing on his leg, Tom.
Hilariously, he does have mushrooms on his leg, but at the same time, is it a shroud? Because it looks like it's a pulsating sack. Maybe it's got a dome that looks like a mushy, but it's more of a pulsating jellyfish kneecap situation.
Jellyfish. He's fucked. But whatever he is, he's fucked.
Did someone just drop a bomb on this shit?
typewriter tab.
It's great to save the game. Means that you'll come back to that point the next time you turn the game on. It's good stuff. And now you can turn the console off and not worry about stuff. Now you have to update the PS5. Turn it off to fuck.
Well, turn it straight off. Speedrun intact. Everything going as I planned. As I planned.
That idea that came from Malthus.
Let's just switch Aru. Our fucking power thing. We have to update for Verdansk tonight. I'll do that before I go to fucking bed there. I'll just move over. We'll swing over to Shafay just to ease off into the night, you know? Just fucking ease off into the night. Let's go in there and then see, and then you go back up to your screen there and you can switch that around.
Please be careful.
Sorry about that.
It looks like there's a piece of meat or something on the ground. Was that you?
Sorry about that.
I wouldn't come out here in a fit. I wouldn't come out here in a fit otherwise. I wouldn't come out here in a fit. Even though you're a good bloke yourself. Good bloke yourself. You're guilty. As charged. As charged. You're guilty. The hangman, judge and jury. Dopers. Guilty. Dopers. Guilty. Dopers. 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 Guilty.
Shit.
Marijuana smokers.
What's going on there?
Marijuana smokers. Everybody here. Everybody here. Everybody here taking amphetamines. To the best of my knowledge anyway at the moment. Great men of Irish dopers. Great men. Marijuana smokers. Go tomorrow morning and take 150 amphetamines. Clean. 10 micrograms clean. Per mil. Clean. Do that. Creamed. Do that. They're gonna get creamed. Well, the only reason I'm out here tonight is because of what they're doing to this man. I wouldn't come out here in a fit otherwise. I wouldn't come out here in a fit. I wouldn't come out here in a fit otherwise. I wouldn't come out here in a fit. I wouldn't come out here in a fit otherwise. I wouldn't come out here in a fit. That's the first thing. That's very relevant. I wouldn't come out here in a fit otherwise. Worth a damn. I wouldn't come out here in a fit. That you couldn't inject EPO into yourself in 1987 because it wasn't available in 1987. As charged. Caught as charged. Taking amphetamine. As charged. So in other words, no sex
there
discrimination.
There needs to be a step change in urgency.
Come on, trying to get this fucking thing up and running. Trying to get this up and running.
Opal sequester. Concerning.
Treacherous.
Concerning and unacceptable. There needs to be a step change in urgency.
Sound.
Instead of having meetings and drafting memos, he isn't making a decision to end drone closures at Dublin Airport. And if he doesn't make that decision today, we think, frankly, he should resign and let somebody competent become Minister for Transport.
Step change in urgency.
Treacherous.
JohnnyOnionRings.ie.
So that's that. I'm just trying to see now what's the fucking story with this. Now we put the Chronicles, Viper Chronicles is Dara's site. I don't have the bookmark for the Kron's Tracker 5000. The fucking story there. Kron's Tracker 5000. Don't have the bookmark for it. I only have Dara's one, but I mean it's not a bad thing. I'm saying only, like it's saying this is good because the thing with Dara's is it's fast in terms of your thumbnail selections. Although what's happened here, look, this is a bit of a boo-boo, bit of a bad situation. So apologies to Dara if this has made you look not great, but oh no, there we go. For some reason it just hasn't loaded in these thumbnails for that one, but that's fine. That is fine. What we will look at, what I was interested in looking at, I think, was a good CES, but I want to save the CES. Maybe one of these old ones, but it will be a bit low energy, but I mean, it's nice for just wanting to fucking... It's like a real... It's a body buzz. More than the later series are more of a kind of a euphoric head buzz. Can Buzz Bulb, thank you very much there for the tip. Let's have a look there. Turn that monitor down a bit. Yeah, the earlier seasons, the 80s are more of a couch lock, whereas this is more of a fucking buzzy operation. But look at this, though. I've been dying to check out the CES 93, but these are a special beast because it's just such a special occasion, you know? Thank you very much there. Canvas Bulb. Kron's Tracker 5000. I wish I had the fucking link for it now. I don't know where the link is. Maybe put it in the history there. Sam. It's Sam. Consumer guide with the braces. I want to save that. That's a holiday. We'll save that for a Christmas situation. I don't know what's gone on here with the website, Dara. Something's happened. I'm just going to speak as if Dara's there at 1 in the morning, at 20 to 1. Links at the bottom, says Chris McBee. What, at the bottom of this site? Oh, it is. Fucking hell, look. That is incredible stuff. Franz Tracker 5000, look. Little feedback tab as well if you want to give people feedback. Season 2, Ep 16, Computer Graphics 1985. That's a request. That sounds nice. Let's go for it. This is so handy, man, having everything in the same place. Boom. We just say a big round of applause. We'll do a big round of applause again for these legends, Dara, Sam, Jimmy, for making this dream happen.
Back off. Who do these people think they are?
They can shove up your fucking hole.
Don't take
Is this a bad thing for kids to be playing this, or is there a good side to it?
Greatly enhances reputation.
Wrong about a virtual environment. The avatar.
Greatly enhances reputation. Greatly enhances reputation. Greatly enhances reputation. Greatly enhances reputation.
Thank you.
This is a fine example of abstract expressionistic art.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't like this fucking thing. Get rid of you. There we go. Let's crank up the volume again. Get rid of you. I don't want you back on my fucking screen.
This particular painting by Dan Cooper hanging here in an art studio in Larkspur, California.
Beautiful
But this
stuff.
painting...
Lovely tan suit. Tansumi.
did not begin with brush and paint. It began with a computer. In fact, an Apple II. The old artist's tools, like brushes, are becoming passé, replaced by touch-sensitive graphics pads and sophisticated graphics software. Today we take a...
It's a brilliant thumbnail situation as well, and an excellent holding stance of two elements,
Fresh look.
both brush and canvas.
At computer graphics on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Abacus, the first calculator. Old men. Old men. Whimsical shit. Cash counting. Tape. Microchip. Even more microchip. The Computer Chronicles.
The Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Popular Computing magazine, featuring microcomputer applications that increase productivity for managers and professionals.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee, and sitting in this week for Gary Kildall is George Morrow. George, our subject today is computer graphics, and that's a
Gary
relatively new
Kildall
field.
for
I know
this,
when I was a kid, the
but
closest
Dara
I ever...
Dermody's in the mood for another tip. Thank you very much, Dara Dermody, for a piece of meat. Definitely submit feedback yourself, Francis, and viewers. The Viper community is what makes the stream experience great. Unbelievable stuff, Dara. Thank you very much. Unbelievable stuff.
That idea that came from Malthus.
And we've got a new co-presenter with Stu. We've seen him before, actually. He's an interesting figure.
I'm Stuart Chaffee, and sitting in this week for Gary Kildall is George Morrow.
George Morrow, see you tomorrow.
Our subject today is computer graphics, and that's a relatively new field. I know when I was a kid, the closest I ever got to computer graphics was a little Etch-a-Sketch. And you know, you turn a couple knobs and you can draw a little picture on a screen. I thought this was computer graphics.
He thought that was computer graphics. Looks like he's drawing a Jax or a toilet. Look, it looks like that's the sink there, and there's the toilet bowl or the commode. Maybe that's what he was... Maybe he was needing a shit, and that's what he drew, what was on his mind.
And I guess the analogy is really...
Or maybe he was having a pre-show shit. The nerves.
Not that far off. What I want to ask you to be...
And he could look in the mirror across, because there was a sink with a mirror, and then he could just put the little details on.
George, is there really seems to be an explosion in interest in computer graphics right now. A year or two ago, people were talking a lot about computer graphics, but in fact, not that many people were buying or using graphics software. What has changed? What's the difference?
Well, there's been some dramatic changes in the hardware that's available, the price of it, and the software that begins to drive that hardware. The Macintosh is probably the best example of this marriage of software and hardware that makes it easy to create visual images without all the work that used to have to go on. And this same thing that's happening in the Macintosh is beginning to move over in the PC world, the PC compatibles, the IBM world.
Yeah.
And artists now are beginning to really use this stuff as a productivity tool, and I think it's going to change the way commercial artists work in the next year or two.
Wow.
Okay, today we're going to take a look at what influence the Macintosh had on computer graphics. We'll see an image digitizer, we'll meet a computer artist, and lots more. Now, another reason why computer graphics have taken off is because business has discovered that good graphics means good business. We're going to begin by taking a look at one business which uses computer graphics.
Lovely slight stumble.
Computer games.
The graphic artist runs a business based on creativity, turning ideas and concepts into visible form. Until computers, the tools available for this transformation were based on some kind of ink,
He
paint,
recovered
or
very well from that. It was just liquid stew. That's why he's so good, you know. Professionalism shines through.
dye. Putting a line to a piece of paper meant committing the idea to a form. Today, the computer's special ability to manipulate ideas is giving the artist a new electronic flexibility. Inga Infante designs book covers for a publisher several thousand miles away. While she still keeps traditional tools in her studio, she has moved most of her artwork to a computer screen. The original design is drawn on a digitizing pad. Colors are applied from a choice of palettes, always displayed in a corner on the screen. To submit her designs for approval, Inga no longer needs to make
Inga's multiple pig situation.
numerous copies on paper.
She can do 1,000. Inga can make 1,000 pigs happen in the space of a heartbeat.
Instead, she draws several on the screen and makes phototransparencies of each.
Super pigs. Letters from Uncle Bert. TRS-80 color logo by Dale Peterson, Don Inman, and Ramon Zamora. Who the fuck are they?
The publisher wants changes. Inca can recall the design from disk and make the change without affecting the rest of the artwork. Graphics packages are available for a wide range of computers, from VIC-20s to the newest supercomputers. But a sophisticated application doesn't always mean a sophisticated price. This work was done on a Z80-based machine with some external graphics support. Most impressive is the amount of time it saved.
Coco logo.
This book cover would take 4 times as long to design
for the TRS-80 color
by
computer
hand as by computer.
Everything's computer. And digitized George coming up next. Just a glimpse of how everything is going to work out in the future. We're going to be digitized. In the future, there will be robots. And Jimmy Swivels, thank you very much there for your tip. Very, very kind of you, sir. I don't know why the little notification came up, but look at that. Unbelievable situations right there. And then I'm scared. I don't know about ye, but I am scared.
Tonight on Prime Time, he was the man known as Digital George. Trapped inside a computer, he orchestrated a world of digital nightmares. What did he know? When did he know it? And how did he know it?
Digital George. Digital George! You're still on my line there.
Digital George! And Jimmy Swivels, thank you very much. Jimmy fucking Swivels.
Joining us now is Marine Kramer with...
What? Marine Kramer?
Did someone just drop a bomb on this ship?
Marine.
Apple. Joining us now is Marine Kramer with Apple Computers. Marine is a software product manager there.
Look at this lad. What's he got beside him? Fuck it. We meant to get out of here for 1 a.m. But look at this. Look at the stuff that we're dealing with. We've been dealt some nice hands here. Not about his hands. I'm on about, like, in a sense of cards. Like, he's got this little machine next to him on a fucking tripod. Like a little Metal Gear Peepin' Tom. And then there's the hand placement. There's a woman named Marine. Never heard about it. Never heard that name before. And this guy's name has to be something like Paul Kratowski.
And Mark Buller, the director of...
Mark Buller.
Technical Services for New Image Technology, Inc. George?
I am bulling with you.
Tell us about MacDraw here. How does it differ from MacPaint?
The basic difference between MacDraw and MacPaint is...
And it's creamer or Kramer. You pronounce it Kramer like a bit of cream in your coffee. I like my coffee. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. And it's Marine Kramer, ladies and gentlemen.
That MacDraw has a structured approach versus graphics, and that means that each object is regarded as a separate entity, and once it's designed on the screen, it can be manipulated.
You has now been creamed.
At any time, and that allows a great use, first of all, in the business environment for presentations on one side.
Kill, crush, destroy.
And it, due to its precision and accuracy, it allows further use in the technical area for architectural and engineering design.
Give us an example then of how
Apfel computers.
You would use MacDraw.
Let's say...
Do MacDraw. I love the kind of laissez-faire, just chilled out chaffee that we got in these these years. These were a different kind of beast. Stu changed. We're all changing, okay? Literally changing. Our cells and our bodies are changing every second. But it's funny how the conscious mind may become anchored in a stasis, you know, that you're clinging to a fucking idea of yourself for years, not acknowledging the fact that you're changing. You've still got core principles and all that sort of stuff, but it could become a fucking mind melter if you don't adapt mentally, even though your body is adapting to the fucking days that are changing. But Stu here, he changed. We saw that. We get the luxury of being able to see a human change throughout the pace of, what, fucking 10 years, 20 years, over the course of 20 years in the Computer Chronicles. And Stu here, look at him, very deferential Stu, very approachable. He doesn't seem, I mean, he is in control, but it's a quiet control. And we, look at that, still a kind of a small shoulder roll. I mean, look, you don't see the shoulder rolls until the 90s. He starts to really come into his own then. He starts to inject his body into the scene. He realizes that the medium of television, the visual medium, means that he's the center of attention. Even though he's being deferential here and he's being passive, look at that. You can see there's a man ready to get out. There's a role ready to get out. He's got the orb inside him, but he just doesn't want to use it yet. He doesn't want it. It's too scared. It's not the right time or the right place. But look at that. You can see that shoulder just dying to fucking get out. He's not in his true form yet. Kenzo is exactly right. Richard Gere, thank you very much. Shafay Cross Richard Gere. Keep an eye on Stu for the full Gere experience. I'm telling you, man. Look, it's 10 to 1. I wanted to get out of here by 1 a.m. Let's just keep rolling.
Give us an example then of how you would use MacDraw.
Let's say in the business environment, I want to do a quick org chart for a business presentation. I go and select one of the palette tools, like in a MacPaint document. I draw a rectangle, which is a box, and it shows me that it is regarded as an entity by these handles. To make it a bit more fancy, I go in, duplicate this box, fill it with a black pattern, and then
fill it with the black whoop.
Fill it with a black pattern, and then send it to the back.
Send it to the back. Send it back to the box.
Fill it with a black pattern, and then send it to the back to get a three-dimensional effect. This is possible due to the multi-level capability.
A powerful headdress situation. It's such a dense, thick head situation, and it's very, very hairsprayed into a stasis. There's not much. You can see that it moves with the head. You know, it doesn't have a life of its own. I don't know if you can see there, there's a slight head move, and the entire cottage of hair moves in conjunction with the head. There's no swaying or bobbing.
Effect. This is possible due to the multi-level capability. Then I select this whole drawing because I need some more boxes for my other parts of the drawing. I duplicate them, put one box here.
Okay, since MacDraw, as you say, treats that whole graphic as an entity, you can pull the whole composite graphic over.
And I can do that again. And this way I already have my org chart more or less designed. The only things that are left to do is basically combine them with some lines.
Computer games. That's right, you're rushing.
You can hear the scraping. They didn't even give her a mouse pad. That's the sound of mouse on desk, furtively scraping around on the desk there.
When I select this whole drawing, is basically combine them with some lines.
A miniature whoop there. I don't know if you got that registered after she said, combine them with some lines. Whoop.
Them with some lines.
Whoop. Very, very miniature whoop.
That's right, you're rushing.
A Teutonic whoop there.
Well, you don't have to perfect this time around, though, right?
It was a whooper tell.
And then you can, when you finish that, you can then enter labels inside your boxes from the keyboard.
Right.
Labels inside your boxes.
And then you can, when you finish that, you can then enter labels inside your boxes from the keyboard.
Right. And the only thing that is left to do, basically, is I go in here, type my titles, and then I can go ahead.
The clickety-clackety-clunk of that beautiful mechanical keyboard.
Here, type my titles, and then I can go ahead and print it out on the laser.
Heavy springs.
Type my titles, and then I can go ahead and print it out on the laser printer. And then.
Thank you very much, Turtle. Turtle, very, very kind of you there.
I can go ahead and type my titles, and then I can go ahead and print it out on the laser printer. And then I can go ahead and print it out on the laser printer.
So there's a lot of familiarity here from MacPaint.
Keep stum, George. Nobody fucking asked you, George.
Print it out on the laser printer.
So there's a lot of familiarity here from MacPaint.
The other thing I can do...
Stu not having any of George's little bit there. Stu could have elaborated on it, but it was not in his mind at the time. Stu is more... And again, so passive is Stu. It's just such a fucking different man. I wonder, I mean, this is Stu before he became shark mode. You could tell he's probably like this when he's chilled out and the cameras aren't on. He's more of a chilled out beast. I'd say this is closer to the real Stu, maybe. But then, what is the real Stu? A question we've all pondered for so long. And, you know, based on some of the fucking proactive projections we saw from the late 90s, there's definitely a performer in there, you know?
As I said before, precision and accuracy allow me to do things like floor plans and draw to scale.
Show me some of your floor plans, please.
Capabilities, and that's why I'm loading up a floor plan which was designed before.
Beauty tag.
In order to show
Wundertag.
Some of these capabilities, how I can modify an already existing floor plan.
We see we can scroll on and off here with a larger picture than one on the screen.
Let's say I want to add another desk in this office. I go in, select my desk here, which I have designed before, duplicate it. I want it the other way around, so I go to my Arrange menu and rotate it.
Duplicate.
I grab the desk, pull it over here.
Yes, what a desk.
Get a chair for the person who is supposed to work there.
Beautiful chair.
Duplicate that as well. And this way, I see how it would look if I add another desk in that office.
And it seems like she's wearing, maybe she has another job working in a kitchen, because she's wearing a kind of a commie chef or a chef's garb beneath this tech exterior cardigan.
And this way, I see how...
Look at how uniformly dense and in line with the rest of the head this moves. It's very, very much a multi-piece. You'd think with such a long mane that it would be flowing, but there must have been a hell of a lot of fucking spray paint or hairspray on it.
It would look if I add another desk in that office.
And big time nods from Stu there. Beautiful stuff. Dark stuff. Not really dark, but beautiful. Hallo Zeilavir. Thank you very much there for the tip. Stu's vigorous nodding to the German lady.
Add another.
Beautiful stuff.
Computer games. Computer games.
Wastes of skin.
Wrong one. Sorry about that.
You're not a killer.
No, I'm not.
The boss wants a carpet in his office. I select my rectangle from the palette. I go in here. I draw him a carpet in his office.
My boss
I fill it
wants a carpet in his office.
with a gray pattern. And just by saying send to back, I see what the effect is on the screen.
Oh, very
now,
nice.
If I want to have more accuracy due to want to see what my sizes are, I go in here, show size, and that shows me exactly my dimensions in the program.
And MW Sierra says, better off just drawing it with crayons.
You have a laser printer hooked up to that.
Right.
You could get a hard copy of that graphic then.
Right.
Do you have an example there?
Let me show you. the hard copy output. And that shows you the high quality of the laser printer at the
Such good quality. Look at this lovely motion and action there coming out of that laser jet. It's perfect. And a nice bangle, cream bangle on the wrist from Kramer. Beautiful output.
the hard copy output. And that shows you the high quality of the laser printer at the same time.
Yes, it does.
George throwing in a fucking little yes it does there. It wasn't necessary, but it just goes to highlight how good the printout was that George made that comment.
And that shows you the high quality of the laser printer at the same time.
Yes, it does.
Now, Mark, let's get you into the act. We've seen how Mac Draw is a little bit more sophisticated here than Mac Paint. You can digitize a picture and then manipulate it in the same way. Tell us how Magic works, your product.
Okay, it takes a video signal and cuts it up into little pieces. And
The Bulla Man is in town. And he is the Director of Technical Services of New Image Tech Incorporated. And he's got a little GBC with him. Or a CBC, we don't know yet, but it's a real sweet little fucking mechanical wonder on legs. It's like a little Metal Gear camera. Mark Bull is really nice, kind of reserved.
Okay, it takes a video signal and cuts it up into little pieces and assigns gray patterns.
Little pieces.
To the levels of light, and puts it into the Macintosh in a Mac Paint file format.
Sweet. What would I use one of those things for after I did that?
You could use it for, say, a small company newsletter. It's an easy and convenient way of putting...
Funny if that thing is recording George Morrow while this interview has gone on, and without George's consent or knowledge, Bulla was just recording a real tight close-up of Morrow's face for no reason.
Pictures into your little newsletter.
I see.
And just printing them out on the laser
Nothing
printer.
in between.
Digital George.
Mark.
Oh, was that an innuendo? A cheeky one for the boys.
It's an easy and convenient way of putting pictures into your little newsletter.
I see.
And just printing them out on the laser
Nothing
printer.
in between.
Mark, show us how. Let's.
What? Nothing in between. Got a laugh out of Stu. Was it cheeky? Was it an in-joke? I don't get it.
Easy and convenient way of putting pictures into your little newsletter.
I see.
And just printing them out on the laser
Nothing
printer.
in between.
Mark, show us how. Let's say.
What? It's a convenient way of putting pictures into your newsletter. Okay, nothing in between. He means the process. I still don't get it though.
A convenient way of putting pictures into your
I use one of those things.
into the Macintosh in a Mac Paint file format.
What would I use one of those things for after I did that?
You could use it for, say, a small company newsletter. It's an easy and convenient way of putting pictures into your little newsletter.
I see.
And just printing them out on the laser
Nothing
printer.
in between.
Mark, show us how. Let's take a picture of George for
I don't think Mark liked it.
the Morrow Company newsletter here.
Okay.
And see how we would.
Good stuff, and he's doing exactly what I thought he would. He's going to get a lovely digital shot of digital George.
Digitize George.
Okay, I'll use this. This is the camera we provide with the digitizer. First thing I need to do is find out what light level he
There
is.
he is.
Yes.
Scary fucking shit. 999 emergency. Just got a letter through the door. This fella's face. The message attached. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you in your sleep. Sincerely, George. Digital George. Almost clown-like. But then when you go in there, look, the eyebrows and the eyes are the same. It's like he's got 4 fucking eyes in his forehead. He's like an alien race. Slipknot.
And he's way up near the top since it's bright in here. And that's
Look at
George.
So you've got your little built-in light meter, huh?
Right. The next thing I need to do is
Your little building light meter, huh?
place the patterns, the gray pattern right in here. And that's
Look at
George.
that. So you've got your little built-in light meter, huh?
Right. The next thing I need to do is place the patterns, the gray patterns are on the bottom of the screen.
Well, here
I'm
we
not sure
go.
how they show up. But
Fucking hell, that's even worse. Especially when you get halfway through like that. You're getting into crime line e-fits, late 90s of potential suspects. Maybe that's what these fucking things were used for.
Is place the patterns, the gray patterns are on the bottom of the screen. I place them where I need them to fill in the grays where George is. This is coming in pretty good. All I need to do now is to go into the center and click the mouse and it'll take a full screen picture of George. What it does is it takes in levels of light, one level at a time, and assigns patterns to
like
them.
he's
How much would this cost me?
Atari game or something, or a Commodore.
Levels of light, one level at a time, and assigns patterns to them.
How much would this cost me?
This,
I'm going to run out and get one of these.
You want to buy your picture.
The digitizer itself costs $349. Comes with the software. The digitizer itself costs $349. The digitizer itself costs $349.
Want to buy your picture.
The digitizer itself costs $349.
You want to buy your picture.
The digitizer itself costs $349. Comes with the software and all the hardware you need to hook it up to the Mac.
How about the camera?
The camera is an inexpensive security camera. It costs $150.
So for $500, anyone that has a Macintosh machine can do this sort of.
I wondered if they place a frame behind him for this scene so that they would get the frame in the shot, but it didn't work out. Just seems like an interesting backdrop for that moment.
Sure can.
I don't think you're going to be able to keep up come Christmas.
Hope not.
Mark, tell us what's going on now on the screen.
I'm reviewing.
Hope not.
Going to be able to keep up come Christmas.
Hope not.
Mark, tell us what's going on now on the screen.
I'm reviewing a couple pictures that I have on
Air Force, Albert, Crying Girl,
the
Dollar, Stopwatch, or Watch.
Right now. Let's see, Dollar's a good one. We can review these pictures, go from one picture to the next in somewhere around 3 seconds.
Amateur counterfeiting, right in front of you.
These are just pictures that we took.
Rat-a-tat.
These all have 3 levels of gray. Right now we're up to 38 levels of gray.
Memory technology, dense, cheap memories.
Right. Now, Mark, could you take...
Gary Kildall must have been on some big business trip for them to have fucking George. And George is a nice guy, but he's no Gary. Stu just fucking moves straight on there from that one.
8 levels of gray.
Memory technology, dense, cheap memories.
Right. Now, Mark, could you take one of these...
Feel a bit bad for George, to be honest, because Stu just was like, yep. And what else? Suppose we get a glimpse of the shark Stu in this moment.
To 38 levels of gray.
Memory technology, dense, cheap memories.
Right. Now, Mark, could you take one of these pictures and manipulate them in the way that...
Dense, cheap memories. Right. Now, Mark...
Cheap memories.
Right. Now, Mark, could you take one of these pictures and...
Classic little moment
Memory
there.
technology, dense...
Memory technology, dense, cheap memories. Right. Now, Mark...
Right now we're up to 38 levels of gray.
Memory technology, dense, cheap memories.
Right. Now, Mark, could you take one of these pictures and manipulate them in the way that Marine was doing in MacDraw?
Sure. You go into the program called MacPaint, and you can do anything with that. Actually, I'm sure you can take it into MacDraw also and manipulate it. You can do anything with these pictures that you can do with a MacPaint picture.
Comic books?
Really? What about hard copy? Can you get a hard copy from these?
Draw also and manipulate it. You can do anything with these pictures that you can do with a MacPaint picture.
Comic books?
Really? What about hard copy? Can you get hard copy from these digitized
Sure,
pictures?
you print it out on the laser printer, the HP laser printer, the Apple laser writer.
If once it's in the Mac Draw or the Mac Paint format, it comes right onto the laser printers.
Right, exactly.
So this is an example of building on existing software.
Is this, what do you do with it for? You mentioned the new...
Stu's annoyed really that he's directing the conversational flow towards Stu like it's a kind of chat with him, rather than bringing it to the foreground of the conference between the four people themselves. Stu's aware that that might not read so well on camera. There's a forum here, and George maybe just isn't adept at channeling or communicating with the forum. It's more of a one-on-one with Stu.
Newsletter application. It's a neat little toy. There's no question about it. I mean, what are people going to buy it for? What do you think users would do with it?
There's a number of uses for it. Because we split up the picture, the light intensities into different sections.
George is in the lion's den. He could be out of his depth. You'd feel bad for him, you know. And this lad has pictures of crying girls and dollars on his Mac.
You can assign any patterns to any light intensity that you want. There are a number of scientific applications you can use it for. Densitometry is a good one, which uses X-rays and that sort of thing to find out how dense objects are.
In just a minute, we're going...
Wow, that's a great take. That's not done naturally. That was done afterwards. After the interview, they wrapped it up and then said, Stu, we're going to go for a link out. But it's cut in, it's edited in, and it's noticeable.
You can use it for densitometry is a good one, which uses X-rays and that sort of thing to...
Thank you very much there, Mark.
Find out how densitometry is a good one, which uses X-rays and that sort of thing to find out how dense objects are.
In just a minute, we're going to take a look at a new color graphics...
Find out how dense objects are.
In just a minute, we're going to take a look at a new color graphics program for the non-Mac crowd, something called DazzleDraw. And
DazzleDraw is after you.
We'll look at a very sophisticated color graphics.
Did he say something like densitometry as well, Mark, for a moment there?
Because we split up the picture, the light intensities into different sections. You can assign any patterns to any light intensity that you want. There are a number of scientific applications you can use it for. Densitometry is a good one, which uses X-rays and that sort of thing to find out how dense objects are.
In just a minute, we're going to take a look at a new color graphics program for the non-Mac crowd, something called DazzleDraw, and we'll look at a very sophisticated color graphics program which gives you 16 million different colors to play with. So stay tuned. Computer games.
Wow, look at this for a fucking setup. Initial public offering. 3 guys living the fucking dream, ready to compute. It's more fun to compute. There's a lot going on here. It's like a painting. It's like a beautiful painting. And an excellent setup right there as well. This beautiful desk. How many different kinds of desks they went through during the run of 20 years. This is a real triforce right here, with only 2 sides of the triangle filled with legends. Of course, we, the audience, are made to feel like we're at this desk with these guys. It's a fucking fantastic little situation.
Joining us now is Ed Bernstein. Ed is the Director of Product Development in Broderbund Software. And next to Ed, James Dowlin, a computer artist with Time Arts, Inc. George.
This DazzleDraw that you have, how much influence do you think the game software has had on this sort of thing?
Well, quite a lot, really. I think the desire to do high-resolution graphics on screen goes hand in hand with development of games. David Snyder, who did DazzleDraw, was formerly a game programmer.
Schneider.
So show us, Ed, yes. I'm sorry, George, what DazzleDraw does here?
Well, basically it does what Mac Paint does, only it does it in 16 colors and does it on a computer that costs a little bit less. Now what I've done here is chosen a palette of paint brushes. I get to choose the size of my brush over here. I've chosen a size already.
Lovely.
And then I can just go up on screen, and in this case...
I was going to draw an arse, and then I thought it was going to be a knob. Well,
and then I can just go up on screen.
Did that, and he left it in.
And in this case,
when it got to there, it got a little bit dodgy, but at least he managed to turn it into Ed there.
My name, change colors, decorate it, even change to a pattern and do the same thing.
Do you have anything
Schneider's arse. Thank you very much.
finished nature that you could show us?
I do have some pictures on the disc that show what a real artist can do.
A lot reminiscent here of Mac Paint.
Well,
Mac
very much
Draw.
like it. You're using...
Reminiscent here of Mac Paint. Have you heard the little click noises, the computer audio for when he makes a click?
Some pictures on the disc that show what a real artist can do.
A lot reminiscent here of Mac Paint.
Well,
Mac
very much
Draw.
like it. You're using a mouse, and it looks like the Mac environment, only without the Mac.
Yeah, we make no bones about it. That's
No bones are made about this. Look at this micro little look at George from Ed Bernstein, or whatever his name is.
A lot reminiscent.
This one, it's only a small one, but what I like about it is you see this often in situations where someone acknowledges someone speaking, but they instantaneously know that there's no need to maintain eye contact because it's not that important, or the person talking isn't really that. I'm not saying George wasn't important, but watch how quickly he goes back to what he's doing here.
what a real artist can do.
Keep watching.
A lot reminiscent here of Mac Paint.
Straight back to it.
Well,
Mac
very much
Draw.
like it. You're
Doesn't even answer George. Stu has to answer George for that one. It was a quick scope.
I do have some pictures on the disc that show what a real artist can do.
A lot reminiscent here of Mac Paint.
Well,
Mac
very much
Draw.
like it. You're using a mouse, and it looks like the Mac environment, only without the Mac.
Yeah, we make no bones about it. That's what we set out to do, and we did it.
A Mac Paint for some...
He's very... Something about this guy that he's got something going on every time he looks. I think it might be the hair and tash combination. But he's very confident, isn't he? He knows what he's fucking doing. He's not going to wait around for you to talk shite. He's just doing what he's... We make no bounds about it. That's what we do, and that's what we've done.
Listen here of Mac Paint.
Well,
Mac
very much
Draw.
like it. You're using a mouse, and it looks like the Mac environment, only without the Mac.
Yeah, we make no bones about it. That's what we set out to do, and we did it.
A Mac Paint for somebody who doesn't have a Mac.
Exactly.
Well, then already has an Apple.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the memory requirements on this?
Again, George said something, but there was no take-up from
Exactly.
Well, then already has an Apple.
Yeah, but I mean, what's
Again, snubbed by Ed.
the memory requirements on this?
Stonewalled.
Exactly.
Well, then already has an Apple.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the memory requirements on this?
It requires, if a 2C has 128K built in, if you're going to use it on a 2E, you have to buy the expansion
You need the
memory card.
128K.
Can you turn these menus off?
Yes. The nice part is, since the menus take up
Look at
some of
that.
the picture area, you can actually work the whole picture.
Lovely click sound, a beautiful butterfly on a fucking rose petal. On a flower.
Area. And one thing you can do is, while you're working with the menus, use this little elevator to get at various parts of the picture.
This is just as good as anything you'll see on a PC.
Ed, what's the difference there? The Dazzle Draw is a new program for the 2C and the 128K 2Es. There have been other programs that look a little bit like this before, color drawing things on the 2E and so on. What's the difference between that and the earlier ones?
There's really two things. One is that by expanding the memory in the 2E, Apple, and 2C, Apple made it possible to do what's called double high-resolution graphics. In the old days, you could do high-resolution graphics, but only in 4 colors. Now you can get this sort of resolution with all the color choices you see here. The other big difference is using the Macintosh-style user interface that makes it makes it easier to manipulate those
So the
images.
pull-down menus, the icons,
Exactly.
that kind of thing.
Exactly.
James,
Exactly.
as an artist, you come to this from the perspective of an artist, not a computer person. What is your reaction to software like this?
I'm very impressed with the number of colors and
James
the kind
Dowland.
of high resolution he talks about. I think, and also the speed with which images can be created on the
Look at the waves. A wave of mutilation. The waves and curls.
computer. That opens up a whole new world for artists.
But how about the idea of computer art in general? I mean, does this kind of does it make you feel bad that you're not playing with brushes and cans here, or does it make you feel good?
I think some artists might be intimidated at first, maybe thinking that they need to know programming and that kind of thing. And they may feel intimidated the same way an artist maybe felt that way when cameras first started creating images. And of course, painters still paint, cameras take other kinds of pictures.
That's right, each has its own place.
It's a new medium. It's an exciting medium.
James, in just a minute, I'm going to ask you to show us Lumina, which is a much more sophisticated graphics program. It could cost maybe $2,500, but there are still graphics systems which cost in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, the kind you see used by the television networks. We're going to take a look at one of those right now.
Great, it's a reassuring face from Stu there. The way he just gets a little bit happy towards the end of the link, just to make us feel safe. Because as an audience viewer, we're kind of, oh, where's this going now? We were there, but now we're going to have to go somewhere else. But oh, it's okay. Stu's smiling. It's grand.
Thousands of dollars, the kind you see used by the television networks.
Just there, look.
We're going to take a look at one of those right now.
Interested in seeing a display of the hottest
networks. We're going to take a look at one of those right now.
Interested in seeing a display of the hot. Interested in seeing a display of the hot. Interested in seeing a display of the hottest new computer graphics? Just turn on your television. But watching this new art form doesn't conjure up visions of mathematical coordinates and vectors. So what is the connection?
A lot of parts of animation and software development are similar. And so the tools that you use for development...
Was DIC there? What show was it used to be? And at the end of it, it'd just say, Dick!
In a display of the hottest new computer graphics? Just turn on your television. But watching this new art form doesn't conjure up visions of mathematical coordinates and vectors. So what is the connection?
A lot of parts of animation and software.
Do you remember what I'm on about, though? There was a show, and it would say DIC, but it would be someone's voice would literally then go, Dick. Why would they have put that out knowing that it was stupid saying that?
Development are similar. And so the tools that you use for developing...
Come on, you must remember the show, whatever the show was, though.
Software are in many cases...
Inspector Gadget
is applicable to developing an animation. We take and we build a three-dimensional model in a three-dimensional space with a camera and lights, but it all only exists as databases in the computer. And what we do is, when that is all set up, we can say, let's look at this scene from where our camera is. And you wait a little bit, and the computer draws that up as if it all really did exist.
And as the tools of the trade become more sophisticated, the designs become more subtle. And
definitely was a cartoon, because I remember watching it, whatever it was, as a kid, and going, ha ha ha, they just said dick.
Complex.
We do more.
And here I am, still finding that idea quite funny.
More and more editing as time goes on. There's a perfect example in the opening for the Super Bowl that we did, which was, it's a 30-second piece and there's about 10 different shots in it. And that was one of the first times we really took and designed a piece with a much more cinematic approach.
Fucking tunes are brilliant. Such uplifting shit.
Goes on. There's a perfect example in the opening for the Super Bowl that we did, which was, it's a 30-second piece and there's about 10 different shots in it. And that was one of the first times we really took and designed a piece with a much more cinematic approach, taking and telling a story using different shots, different angles to do it. Typically in the...
It's fucking heavy, isn't it? It's like they've asked for everyone to go full fucking pelt, and then they've done another take of a full pelt situation. They've done about 5 or 7 full pelts and then melded them together in the afters.
Taking and telling a story using different shots, different angles to do it. Typically in the past it's been long dramatic camera moves. Everyone here has a very rare cross between...
Stream needs a rebrand like this, as in like this, for the streams to have like some sort of opening that goes on for 5 minutes of continuous graphics and real uplifting orchestral pieces.
With a much more cinematic approach, taking in and telling a story using different shots, different angles to do it. Typically in the past it's been long dramatic camera moves. Everyone here has a very rare cross between the arts and...
I wonder, can you get that? What's that computer bowl? Super Bowl intro 1984, 1985. Would it have been 1985 there, or was it the 1984 one? It was Miami Dolphins, wasn't it? Marino versus Montana. 49ers. San Francisco 49ers. Look at this. This looks like it. That golden. It has that golden. And it is. I think it is.
January 20th,
Not good music, though. Not good audio.
1985. This is Super Bowl 19.
It is. Oh, man. We need to get this in full quality. Wow. It'd be great to get that in proper full X1X, Super Bowl X1X intro. Nope. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? It's another one. Balloons. Hot dogs. I saw John Madden before that as well.
You are looking live at the mighty Mississippi as she bends into that distinctive crescent curving through the heart of New Orleans.
Distinctive crescent.
You know, this historic Delta port is the home of the picturesque French Quarter, and nearby, another landmark of American
Superdome
architecture, the Louisiana Superdome.
It is called the Superdome as well. Fucking hell. Great guess. Such an easy guess that they would call it that. And it looks like Sim City.
Another landmark of American architecture, the Louisiana Superdome.
Louisiana Superdome.
As we zero in on the arena in downtown New Orleans.
It sounds terrible.
And outside, 77,000 football fans who paid $125 a ticket are beginning
Super Bowl. Thank you very much for the tip.
to converge upon the largest indoor stadium in the world to witness the San Francisco 49ers take on the Denver Broncos in a modern-day Battle of New Orleans, also known as Super Bowl 24. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'm Brent Musburger, and welcome to our coverage of Super
Brent Musburger.
Bowl 24. This is the Vince Lombardi Trophy, the ultimate prize in professional football, and the trophy is named for the late Green Bay Packer coach who won Super Bowls I and II. And today, the San Francisco 49ers are seeking to retain possession of the championship trophy, which they won for the third time a year ago. Now, on the other side of the ledger, the Denver Broncos are also making their fourth Super Bowl appearance, but to date, they've had to return to the Rockies empty-handed. Now, a short time ago, the teams arrived here at the Louisiana Superdome. The first team coming in, the 49ers.
Excellent. Ready to play ball?
Jerry Rice, their splendid wide receiver on the left, and there is their special good luck charm, 18-year-old Alette Cobble, who for the last 10 years has been greeting 49er players as they arrive at the stadium in San Francisco prior to their game. And then it was the Denver Broncos and their quarterback, John Elway, arriving here at the Superdome. They
Some fucking chin.
remain one of the biggest underdogs in the history of Super Bowl competition.
It just keeps going and going. Oh, brilliant. It just keeps getting higher and better. It just keeps getting better. There's no end to it. It keeps on feeling like it's about to end, and then they just bring it to another level. Du, 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 dung, dung. Du, 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 du. Du, du. Boom, 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 boom. Du, du, du. Du, 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 du.
Only with the passage of time can true greatness be measured. But a yardstick for legends might be in order for the San Francisco 49ers. With surgical efficiency, they have reduced the playoffs to their own private clinic. And with efficiency, they have reduced the playoffs to their own private clinic.
Bit of messing.
And with an intensity reserved for champions, the 49ers have one final conquest within reach. A conquest that will forever secure their deserved place in history as a team of monumental achievement. Bearing the burden of untold promise and suffering the pain of past mistakes.
If you heard the fucking slap bass and then I wonder will we get fucking taken down if we keep watching this, and I needed to be off this half an hour ago. Might have to fucking leave it and come back to where's the Chronicles gone even? Slipknot. What was on there. I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there. I'm sorry about that. It's too late, and we'll reconvene at 17:36 the next time on the edition of Stream Chronicles. And thank you very much for joining us this evening. We'll talk to you later on. All the best.
Thanks very much, lads. We'll see ya. All the best, yeah. Good luck.
Did someone just drop a bomb on this shit? Because that stuff was a blast.